Yeah. What's going on, everybody? The guys are back with some stories to tell. All right. Enough of the applause. Let's get that out of here. What's happening? Why is it still going? All right, there we go. Cool. Duck, what's going on, man?
Same old. Had a happy Thanksgiving. I hope y'all enjoyed yours. Chilled at home, made some wings and some fries. That's all I did. Good time. It was a good time. How about y'all?
That's right. We're going to have a lot to go over, man. We got a Thanksgiving recap. We got job updates. We got birthdays to talk about. We got to talk about failed relationships, all kinds of stuff that's going on today, man. Yeah, I'm putting G on blast early.
I also got a topic that I did not put in the group, but I'm gonna bring it up later. So,
failed relationship. I can't wait to see what it's about.
What's up, G? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. A little tired though. Woke up at 3 o'clock to let the dog out. So, and then woke up at 6 o'clock to let him out again. So, a little tired.
You and the missus don't take shifts?
No, she is not a morning person.
Oh,
so she take him out at night then?
Yeah, she sometimes take him out for like his last before we go into bed. So she normally does that. And she was off today, so she had puppy duty today.
You said sometimes. She don't do it all the time?
No, we kind of go back and forth.
Well, you said she never does it in the morning because she's not a morning person.
No, she never does it in the morning. No,
but y'all split who does it at night. No, don't start copping, please. Stay over here. Hold on. Let me get you in some trouble in your relationship. I told y'all relationship troubles. I'm brewing. So she never takes him out in the morning. That's your thing because she's not a morning person. You respect the missus, and that's what you do for her, right?
Yep.
And then sometimes
6 o'clock, I wake up, take care of business. She asks how'd he do. I said, what he did, if he pooped, he peed, or both, and I get back in bed. She feeds him though.
And then at nighttime, who takes him out for the last walk of the night?
It kind of varies. Sometimes I'll do it. Sometimes she'll do it. Tonight she's gonna do it because I'm recording.
Yeah. So y'all split the last walk of the day, but you always do the first walk of the day.
Yeah.
Sounds like some trouble in paradise here. Looks like you getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah, it sounds like you're doing a lot more to work.
Is that her yelling from the background?
What'd you say, babe?
I said you are now since you want to lie.
I'm lying. You take him out at 6, babe.
How about when you had up on that Friday? Who took him out?
That one time.
I took him out.
She took him out once.
Failed relationships. Oh, let's go. I'm gonna get like a rainbow banner that says "fail." Every time I start trouble for you, I'm just going like it pop, like roll across the screen.
Just know it go both ways.
My wife can't hear you. She in the shower. We're in bed. I got y'all right here, huh? Now what? Yeah, whatever. I got smart. I put the Bluetooth joints in. Now.
We real over here. We keep it unfiltered. Trouble and all. Baby, we good.
Okay. Look at us.
Yo.
Oh man. All right. Let's talk about everybody's Thanksgiving, man. G, we'll start with you. We'll go with Duck, then we'll come back to me since my Thanksgiving was a double.
My Thanksgiving was cool. We went to my parents' house. That was it. It was low key. My brother, they went over to his lady's house, so it was kind of a small gathering. We ate, talked, relaxed, and now we got the puppy. We was like, all right, we gotta get home because I think we left around 3 o'clock. We usually feed him around 5, so we was like, all right, well,
it's cool. It's so cool when you got the built-in excuse, right, man? This shit whack. We gotta go, man. My dog been house trained for 3 weeks, man. We gotta go, man. We
it was more so out. Just he eats. So we left at 3, and I think it was like 6 when we left. So he was like, "All right, babe,
let's." He eats at 3.
No, he eats at 5. 5, and it was already like 6 o'clock. We left at 3, so he's like, "All right, we've been here a while now. Let's go ahead." And plus, my parents, they're old. They was yawning and whatnot. So he's like, "All right, well, let's get home." Feed them, take them out, and whatnot. So,
y'all have a set time you feed the dog for real?
Yeah, 5.
I've never. Okay.
And the reason why we say 5 is because that's usually the time we get home from work. So I get home. If he hasn't been out within the last hour, I take him out. He get his food ready. I come up and he eats and whatever.
I've gone back and forth on the set time thing with my dog. I will say for a while now it's been 8, like 8 o'clock is when he's literally eating right now because I came in with a cheesesteak and fries. I'm eating first. I'm set before I go record. So it's a loose I shoot for 8. It's the 8 o'clock hour. And I also recently started doing him lunch at 2 p.m. Because that's usually when I stop dashing for the lunch hour. So I'll come in and I'll give him a little bit of food just for the heck of it. He's started to get used to that though, and he be getting in my face sometimes if I don't do it. Barking at me and letting me know, yo, you hooking me up today. Sometimes I'm no, because you're barking at me and you know better. So
petty.
Okay. All right.
What about you? Cool. Bear got a set time he eat dinner or breakfast?
Not a set time. We actually just switched things up with Bear. So I was going off of this no empty bowl thing, right? We walked by, we noticed it was low. We don't have to fill it up, but halfway because he would eat very sparingly. But what I started noticing was Bear was taking note to the times that we ate dinner as a family, right? So he would go grab a mouthful of food, walk back to where we're eating, and then start chewing. And dog food is falling all over the floor. And then instead of him eating the parts that are on the floor, he would go back to the kitchen, get another mouthful, come back in and just keep. So it's like a pile of dog food. Now, he would always clean it up, empty bowl or not afterwards. Like when we're done eating, he looks on the floor to see if the kids dropped any food or anything. And then, that's what dogs like to do, right? So he would be looking, he would find his pieces of food and eat it all up. Was never really concerned about him cleaning up after himself. Then one day I was walking barefoot, stepped on a couple pieces. All right, that's it. No more of this. So now I give him a half a bowl at a time whenever I feel like it. But there was more reason for that. So we have a junk drawer here that we don't use. I opened up the junk drawer, and there had to be 2 pounds of dog food just sitting in there.
How?
We don't have a basement. We're on a slab. So mice find their way in the house, and boom.
That's what I was going to say about when you were saying no empty bowl thing. I'm the exact opposite. That if he's not eating, that bowl needs to be empty. If he leaves food in there, I'm pouring it back in. I usually go, you got 20 minutes. I tell him. And my dad swears up and he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand. I have guests over. You're telling him 20 minutes like he knows what that means. That food will be gone. That food is gone within 10 to 15 minutes. Because he knows it's probably been over a year since I've had to dump anything. Or dump it back into the barrel. But he knows that I don't play around about that. So
yeah. So Marley eats within 20 minutes, breakfast and dinner. He'll eat it within 20 minutes and then we put the bowl away.
Right. What I do now is at the end of the night, so right now both of his bowls are empty, but he's also in the cage because he's been jumping on Derek. So when I let him out, I'll give him some more water. I'll give him another half a bowl of food. If he scarfs that down, I know he's actually really hungry. I'll give him another half a bowl of food.
Same here.
At the end of the night, if he's eating it all, cool. If not, I'll take the whole thing and put it on top of his cage, and the mice can't get up there, so I'm not worried about it. Let me tell you about these mice, though, bro. So I open the drawer, and I see all this dog food. I'm like, oh, I'm going to catch him. I'm going to get him, right? So I take a glue board and put it right in there with all the dog food. But I cleared the spot out. I pushed everything aside. I disturbed it. Right. So the next morning, we look in there, and there's a dead mouse. Well, he's alive. He's on the glue board, but all the dog food is gone.
They came in and cleared up because you messed with.
Because I disturbed it. They cleared the whole joint out. I don't know if it was one. I don't know if it was multiple, but it's all gone. All of it is gone. It's crazy.
They moved it. Yo, he raided the spot.
It's always, that's the one thing I've learned about it's always multiple. It's never just one or two.
Right.
It's always when they in there, they in there.
Yeah, they squad deep. So, I put traps up all over the place, some glue boards.
And I go overkill. You should see the spot, the share wall with my neighbor. where they be coming in. That one I've plugged it. I've plugged it with the what's the
steel
wire?
wool.
Yeah, the steel wool that you plug in. I plugged that in there, and then I filled it with the foam repellent. I'm like, yo, you'll get out of there eventually. I know you'll chew through it all eventually because they already got through once since I plugged it the first time. But it's like 4 glue traps waiting for you as soon as you get on the other end of that sucker. Like,
I like snap traps because I want to see the damage, but glue boards. The reason I don't like glue boards is because I've caught one on a glue board before. I looked at it and was like, oh, I'm gonna leave him there. Maybe he'll call for other ones and then get multiple, right? I go back the next day and he's gone.
Wow. See, if they're on the glue board, I've never had any get off. And I have had multiple show up and end up on the same glue board.
Right. And the other thing is, I feel like I'm torturing them when they're alive and trying to get off, and then I feel bad for them. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'd rather just snap them and kill them. Like, I don't want to like suffering like that. That's got to be worse than drowning. That's like quicksand or something. Like, I don't even know. Like, humans can't fathom an equivalent to that.
No, because you're using all that unless you've been tortured. You're using all that energy trying to get out. You were looking for food to begin with, right? Like that's why mice go out and run around. Like, you were already hungry before you got stuck. Now you're using whatever energy you got left trying to get off this glue board, trying to free yourself, and you're still hungry the whole time.
No matter which way you move or roll, you're just stuck on whatever part touches.
Stuck.
That is torture.
Like, more stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
I hate that, man. I'd rather just fold it in half and stomp on me. Like, just put me out my misery, please. I know that sounds crazy, right? But it's instant and it's over. Like, don't make me suffer like that. I don't like that joint. My kids, we opened up the drawer the next morning when I found the food in there, and that's when we caught him. Can we see him? Oh, look at his eyes. And they don't know. His eyes popping out his head because he's been in there stressing. Like, look at his eyes. Like, this ain't a cute face. So, Duck, how was your Thanksgiving, though, man? I know you gave us a little brief synopsis, but what'd you do?
Exactly what I said. I ate wings. I made myself wings and fries, and that was it. I chilled and watched football. I chilled all day. Other than that, am I telling the story now? Because it was Thanksgiving Eve into Thanksgiving morning.
No, not yet.
I didn't. I called you to wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday on the pod.
Happy birthday on the pod.
4-0. Right? Yeah.
Man, go ahead, man. Hit them horns real quick.
Oh, man, I'm old. I'm slow on the draw. Hold on a second. 40 years old now.
Let's go.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you guys very much.
I'm not gonna make fun of you for being old. I learned that lesson years ago. My older sister is a few months younger than you, and I remember telling, oh, you're a quarter century when she turned 25, and then felt like I was there 2 years later. So I was like, yeah, we're done with those jobs. I apologize to her on my birthday. Hey, listen,
So it's funny you say that, right? So I wake up, my wife is saying happy birthday to me, my 40-year-old husband now, right? But I remember when she turned 40, I started making old jokes. Like, look at you. You're a whole decade number different than me now. Look at you. You old, right? Like, so I've been making fun of her for the last 3 years. Now, the night before is my bowling league, right? And I was like, I'm going out. I took a bottle with me because we were celebrating my birthday while we were bowling and everything. Tomorrow or Wednesday when I go back, I'm going to get the report on how I was acting. I don't really know how I was acting. I'm sure it wasn't good. But I was telling her, she was teasing me, tomorrow you're going to be 40. Tomorrow, I was like, who you threatening? I'll go out there and crash and not come home at all. Like, it'll be over. I'll wrap this thing up and you'll be the only old nigga in the house. She was like, why would you say that? What are you doing? All right, I'm sorry. I was playing. I didn't mean it. But yeah,
it's interesting that you bring up you were wilding at the bowling alley, though, because I forgot that I had called you while you were there. I can confirm just the 30 seconds.
Wait, we talked that night?
While you were bowling. The 30 seconds or so that you were on the phone, like, you were lit.
He probably was bowling the other people lane. I got
I can only imagine what the full report is going to be. But yeah, I forgot that we had that conversation.
I remember I went to high five. I remember I went to high five one of my teammates. She was like, no, because you hurt now. Like, I can't. So that means I was like, pow. Like, I was like I was in the zone. I don't know how I did, man, but I know that my first game was a flawless game. I had no open frames. First time I've ever done that. No open frames my whole game. I only had 2 strikes though, but I think I finished with like a 190 something. It was high 190s though. I don't remember exactly what it was, but yeah.
I've never done it. My best game ever. I want to say I scored like 221 or 227. It was 220 something. I opened with 7 straight strikes and did not close every frame in that game. But I was so in the zone getting the strikes. When I finally had to throw a spare, it was like, oh, okay, I guess. You done forgot how to do it. And I closed the previous game with like 4 straight strikes. So it was like, you know what I mean? Like I was in a different zone.
Yeah, I think the most frames I ever left open were probably like 3 or 4. I think the most. What is a turkey? Is that 4 in a row?
No, a turkey is 3.
Turkey's 3.
3. I think I know I did a turkey. I don't know if I ever did 4 in a row.
Oh no, I think the most I've had in a row was 6, and they were yelling at me because I was fired up, and every time I bowled a strike, I was like, "Bah!" Like.
But that's what they say is, keep your level. You want to stay even. You want the hotter your streak is, you need to stay calm and stay.
But so many people are bowling, the oil patterns change quickly in the league. So you got 4 people per team, each lane, 1 frame. Like the oil patterns change. So I adjust throughout the night. I'm usually good at that though. I'm usually good with the adjustments. But anyway, so that was Wednesday. Actual birthday, I told my wife, I know it's Thanksgiving. I'm going to be selfish. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to go see family. I don't want to go to your family. I want to stay home and watch football all day long. That was what our Thanksgiving plans were. And when I was at the bowling alley, I told my dad, I got a real nice, expensive cigar. I'm coming over tomorrow. We're going to smoke it in the morning. Yeah, we're going to watch the first game together. I'm out there making plans. Pop hit me up in the morning, was like, what time you coming? I was like, oh, yeah, Pop, I'm not coming this morning. I'm not doing it. I shouldn't have said that last night. Now, I did go over on Friday and have my cigar with my dad, but I waited. I didn't do anything on Thursday. I kept my word. My Niners got the big dub at the night. That was the way I wrapped up my night, and I couldn't even go hard. And I told my wife, I said, today I want to drink, but I can't because I got work early in the morning. I was the only supervisor that didn't take a vacation day on that Friday. So I had to report to the building. It's not even like I could just work from home. We have to have a supervisor on duty in the building at least for part of the day, for 2 or 3 hours a day. So I had to go in that day. So I had to take it easy. But when I came home, though, it was different. So, yeah, I went to my dad's. We had a couple of drinks over there. Came back home, had another drink or 2, and then rested. But Thanksgiving was cool. My wife cooked. Erica, my goddaughter, came over. She made a big pot of Spanish rice and beans for us. She made a mistake and put pork in it. You know, Melissa don't eat pork, so she didn't get none of the rice, but it was still good for me. I tore it up. She put olives in there. I don't eat olives. I ate right around them jokers. Just whoop, whoop.
Yeah, but anything that I don't like, I'll just eat right around it.
Right, but my wife won't eat anything that's touched pork. Like I can't get a half plain, half pepperoni pizza because she just won't do it. So, it is what it is. But the day was cool. It was a really, really good, relaxed day. And back to me teasing her about being 40. Wow, this is a full circle thing. I woke up in the morning, and you know how like when you wake up, your eyes
the day
take
of your
a couple
birthday
seconds.
or the day after?
No, the day of my birthday. So I've been teasing her the last 3 years about being 40 before me. You know what I'm saying? But you know how like when you wake up in the morning, you got to rub your eyes. It's a little blurry and then it's over.
Yeah.
My joints was blurry for like an hour or 2. I was like, oh my God, I'm old. This is what 40 is. Like my eyes don't work. I got to go get glasses. Like I was mad. Like how my eyes know I'm 40 right now. That's crazy. So yeah, that was, that's what I get for teasing her, yeah, so that was it. It was a good day. A lot of birthday love from the faithful. I did a couple shows that day because the Niners played, and it was a good vibe, man. We had a good time. It was a good time at the house. People over watching the game with us and everything. Like I said, my goddaughter and her mom were here, so it was good.
Oh yeah, I did check in. I popped in at the end of one of your lives on Thanksgiving Day. I saw your goddaughter on the screen. It was towards the end of it. I saw your goddaughter on the screen. She was very confused because she asked you for like a Niners hoodie and then was still screaming "Go Eagles." But she was like, "I'm a Niners." now. I was like, okay, like she doesn't know what she's talking about. Like,
yeah. And I had a turkey wing for the first time in my life. So I don't know if y'all know, the Niners are playing 5 games in a row against a foul. Right? We got the Seahawks, we got the Eagles, Seahawks again, Cardinals, and then the Ravens. And it's the first time that's happened in the NFL since, I forget what year they said. Oh, since the Ravens were introduced into the league. So it's the first time 5 in a row has happened. So I'm making it a point to eat wings every game for this 5-game stretch. So I had a turkey wing for the first time. Very, very underrated. I had no idea turkey wings were that good. Like, wow.
I never looked at it and was like, I want that.
Me neither. I never had one before because I didn't care for it. I cut some of the breast. I'll cut around the thigh, but I wasn't really, messing with the wing like that. I had the wing, big piece of meat, Paul's, and it was juicy.
You chose that, or you were just like,
I chose it because I needed a wing to eat because we were cooking up the Cardinals. I mean, the Seahawks.
Gotcha.
So I had my wing, and it was incredible. So turkey wings might be one of my new favorite things, man. It was slamming. So what else is new with you guys? I know Duck's got a story he's been itching to tell. You want to go ahead and jump into that now, or what? I'm gonna do the ISO.
We could do it. What was I saying? Thanksgiving Eve. My brother, I'm out dashing. My brother-in-law hits me up at like 7:30. Hey, how soon can you be up here? Up here is hour from me where they live. He was like, I need you black t-shirt, black sneakers. So basically, he had a security job for me, working the bar. That was bar/club. So I was like, yo, I can be there by a little.
Wait. Hold up.
Stop.
Hold on, Duck. Hold on. You started breaking up real bad. All right. So what I want you to do real quick, check your settings. Make sure you got the right microphone hooked up and everything. Because I don't know. I don't know why maybe I shouldn't have made you full screen because that might take more bandwidth. Maybe I'll go back like this. I'm serious. Like little stuff like that makes a difference. So because his screen, look, now he's getting blurry and all. You know what I mean? So I might have messed something up by making him full screen.
It's the right mic. Y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
So black shoes, black sneakers. I mean, black sneakers, black shirt.
That was the last thing you heard.
Yep.
Clearly, yeah.
Wow. So now I was saying he had a security job for me at the bar he worked security at up in Bethlehem. So it's about an hour north of me. I was like, I'll be there after 9. So do what I need to do down here, drive up. Cool. So now I'm working. And it was a club scene, right? It was fun to people watch, seeing people get just crazy drunk on the night before Thanksgiving. It's funny because earlier in the night, before he hit me up, I was literally asking myself, yo, do I want to go to the bar down the street? I just picked up a cheesesteak from there. It's a restaurant on one side and a bar on the other side. I was like, yo, do I want to go down there for Thanksgiving Eve just for the hell of it? Like, I haven't been out in a while, just go. But then he hit me up, so I went up there. And, Mike, what did I start to tell you when we were talking?
I basically kept, like, trying to ignore everything you said because I wanted you to give it straight on here. Okay.
So, like I said, it's security, right? So they started me at the back. Then we do a rotation. It's literally
Can't hear anything Duck is saying. Can y'all hear Duck?
Yeah, I can hear.
Can you hear me now? I just moved the microphone closer.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody on the inside, they work a rotation, right? I started at the bathroom, but you literally go bathroom, it's a pillar, DJ booth, front, and then you're up near the bar, and then you back to the bathroom, right? So I started at the bathroom, worked my way around. I think when I was up at the front, they pulled this heavy-set drunk lady out. She was tripping while she was being escorted. That's how drunk this lady was. Like, she was falling all over the place while they were guiding her out of the club.
She had a great time.
For real.
When I was up at the bar, the next spot I was at, there was a dude up there who was drunk, trying to grab all over people. His boys kept keeping him in check. And this is my first time ever working security, so I'm keeping an eye on him. His boys are watching. Hey, listen, we got him. Every time that he even tried to peel away, they saw me like trained on him. They were, yo, we got him. Like, it's just cool. It's cool. Soon as we did the rotation, I told the next dude that was coming over to take my spot, I was like, yo, watch this dude with the glasses. His boys are keeping him in check, but he looks like he's going to get rowdy. I don't know what he said. He got on the walkie immediately and started walking towards the. I was like, yeah, he probably took him out right away. Like where I was watching and letting the situation play out, he was like, F this. Like he's too drunk. I'm taking him out. So go all the way to the back. This was the fun part. I'm working the bathroom. Line is ridiculous. Somebody spilled a drink. People slipping all over the place. Right. So people literally, a lot of women falling and busting their asses. Like I'm getting a laugh out of it after I make sure they're okay. But got back there, short Spanish dude might come up to my chest. He's walking out the bathroom, white boy about my height, comes, saw him step his left foot, hit a piece of ice, right? So he's literally just going, grabs the Spanish dude by the shoulder, right? All of misunderstand, he's trying to catch himself. They both fall down. Spanish dude gets up swinging immediately. White dude swings back on instinct. I immediately call for help because that my brother-in-law said, "Yo, we don't do anything alone. If there's a problem, like walkie for help. If there's one of them, there's two of us, whatever. Like they're gonna be outnumbered, as it should be." I call, yo, bathroom, right? That they just told me to say the location, right? And my thing is, I'm new. Like y'all should know if I'm on this damn walkie, something's going down. So nobody comes. So now I'm watching the fight because I don't want to get caught with any strings. I call again, yo, bathroom.
He's fired.
Right?
No, wait. Hear me out. So I call a second time. Nothing. Now I'm watching and I look over because I know the dude at the pillar is supposed to be eye shot of this area anyway. Like you're walking back and forth if you're at the pillar, but he should have had a line of sight on the spot. So now I'm like, okay, I just got to pick my poison and jump in here because I can't let any innocent bystanders get hurt. You know what I mean? So the little Spanish dude, Joe, I wish I could show y'all everything. I was telling y'all he only came up to my chest as it was, right? So I'm this high. This nigga got down about to the bottom of my thigh, right? Got all the way low, winding up an uppercut, like some shit out of TV screen. And I'm watching and I'm like, this white boy gonna have to take this right on the chin, and that's when I'm jumping in. And sure enough, caught that boy hard as hell. My man flew back. That was when I grabbed him up. I grabbed the Spanish dude. Hey, get up off him. Yo, it's been a while since I've been in anything, broke anything up. That little nigga didn't weigh shit. Like I lifted him off the ground, and I didn't mean to pull him up that hard, but his feet was the ground. Like. But I was like, yo, you gotta chill. I pulled him off of him. The other dudes, after the white boy fell, they grabbed him. Couldn't escort either of them out because it was like, yo, I can't take both of them out. You know what I mean? So I let them go on their way. And then I went and talked to the head dude that was supposed to be rotating about it. And he was like, well, what's their description? If we see them, we'll take them out or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'll tell you whatever. But after that, like they knew I could handle myself. They knew I wasn't afraid. And everybody said I did the right thing waiting for a good opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not jumping in the Fredo because if I caught a stray, like, I'm trying to put both the motherfuckers down. Like, but it was more fun than I had in a while. Like, it was a lot of fun. I had hella chicks walking up to me. I think they just saw the security because my boy gave me a shirt. They saw security. Like, it was a lot of just random flirting, completely unprompted. Offering to buy me drinks. I wasn't allowed to drink while I was working. I didn't know that, but I wasn't sure, so I was like, I'm not going to risk it. But
right, because how you drunk supposed to keep the peace?
Right.
Hey man, y'all stop.
That's what I wanted to know. So you didn't have any drinks that night?
After. So my brother-in-law was like, yo, they'll give us a drink if you want one. Just go up to the bar once the night is done and tell them what you want. So I got a whiskey sour at the end of the night, but that was it. But I'm pretty sure
you won't get no numbers.
Pretty sure I'm working again this weekend.
That was my second question.
I wasn't interested in any of it. It was all like the short, skinny white girls that look like they're in high school still. Like, nah, I didn't get any. I wasn't even interested. I
mean, but it was a bar, so they had to be 21 at least.
I figured that. But my brother-in-law was also working in the front. Like he was scanning IDs, and he was like, yo, the way it works. Like if the scanner isn't completely updated, the fakes can make it. He was like there were probably a good amount in there that were fake. Matter of fact, his stepsister, you met her at the wedding, the short, sort of heavy set, light skinned chick. She was there with a friend of hers, and when I saw her, I went up, gave her a hug, said hi, whatever, and then talking to him, I think yesterday or the day before, and I was like, "Yo, the friend looked like she was about 19, like she looked like she had no business being." He was like, "No, she's like 25 or 26," and he was like, "She's got a sister that graduated high school the same year as him, that looks exactly like her." So I was like, "Oh, well," I was like, "That genes must be amazing then." So, but
are you doing security again, or that was just a one?
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. So they need me again this weekend. So at least Friday, and I'm undecided on Saturday, but I'm probably going to do Saturday as well. So
nice. Sounds.
It was fun. It was fun. That was more fun than I've had in a while. Just watching the people just being dry, and that was the point that I started to make. Is like, normally if I'm in that environment, I'm drinking, even if I'm just kicked back chilling and not like getting messed up drunk. Like I'm drinking, I'm nice. You know what I mean? Like it was different to be in there 100% sober, watching everybody else have a good time. Oh, and I'll tell you another story. This was funny. The head dude, this was before the fight. The head dude that's rotating around, he comes to me. He's like, "Yo, if anybody offers you money to like escort them to the front of the bathroom line or take them to the bathroom that's downstairs that all the staff use or whatever," he was like, "Yo, take the money and escort them or take it, whatever. Like just that's free money. Like get what you can." And literally, I will say time was flying in there. I don't know if it was 5 minutes later or 20 minutes later. It felt like it was 5 to 10 minutes later. White girl comes up to me. "Hey, I'll give you $30 if you take me to the bathroom y'all got in the back. I know it's one back there." And so I started to take her, and one of the actual bar employees was back there. They were like, "Yo, what are you doing?" I was like, "Can I take them to the back?" She was like, "No, absolutely not."
Dang, messed up the money.
Oh, so you had to give the money back?
Yeah. Yep. Damn, and then she walked out, and the chick she's a big bitch, and I was like, "Nah, she's just doing her job. Like it's not even that serious. Like you can wait. It won't kill you to wait." I'd
have took her to the front of the women's line then.
Facts.
I should have done that, but my head sometimes is like, well, this is what you asked me to do. Like I feel like her mind was either the back or I'm waiting. So, but I probably should have just done that. Just take.
Not only that, it's your first time on the job. It's like when you first get there, it's like, okay, you want to do everything by the book. The longer you're there now, you can kind of start bending rules a little.
And that's what I was thinking too. I was like, you know what? Let me get some time in, and I'm escorting everybody to the bathroom as they paying. So whatever. Okay. Yep.
Okay. All right. So G, I'll put you in the top box now, and we'll do the ISO on you. Good to see you too, Troy. Thanks for joining, man.
What's up,
G, what's new with you, man? I know we talked about Thanksgiving already. Anything going on? Any extracurricular activities going on?
No, but I did. I don't know if this is necessarily a topic, but I do see what you were saying. Was it 2-3 weeks ago about the toilet paper?
Oh yeah, we got to talk about this. Let's go.
So, again, it's Thanksgiving. I'm at my parents' house. There's 3 bathrooms in my parents' house. Mind you, that's my childhood home. I grew up in there. So I'm not going to use the bathroom that's right next to the kitchen because it's about to be number 2. I don't want the smell wafting over to the food. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go upstairs, take care of business, put the toilet paper on. I'm like, yo. Instantly felt the difference. I was like, and in that moment, I was like, I see what Mike is talking about. I handle my business.
Let me. I got a question. You gotta let me interject here. Was there any level of disappointment realizing that your parents upgraded once you and your brother moved back?
No, they actually. I don't remember when because I got Scott from them. Using it for them. So I guess at some point they was like, yeah, nah, we got to switch out this toilet paper. So like I said, I'm handling my business, washing my hands. I immediately called to my wife downstairs. I'm like, babe, come here. She comes to the bottom of the steps. I toss her the roll downstairs. I said,
you took the roll.
I said catch. I said one. Mind you, we went to Sam's 2-3 weeks ago, so we bought the big bundle of toilet paper. So I was like, yo, once that bundle's done, we're getting this paper. I even took a picture of it. It was members mark from Sam's Club. I'm like, yo, I only had to wrap it around once. It was thick enough, yet soft enough. I was like, yep, we switching.
That's how I got on Sherman. I was at my boy's house and I used the bathroom in their place. I walked out and I was like, yo, what brand of toilet paper y'all use? I was like, I need to start buying that immediately. Like I thought I was doing good with my Cottonelle. I was like, I need to upgrade to this immediately. So
like I was like, all right, whatever, it gets the job done. But when I felt that, I was like, it's like instantly my eyes was open.
And G was looking down at us so much when we were trying to tell him there's a difference. He was like, nah, we find what we got. It's cool. Nah, it's fine with what we got. It's fine. We good. You see? I told you. I said, hey, once you find out, I told you. I told you.
Yeah, like I said, I told my wife, come here. She came to the bottom of the steps. I tossed it down like it was ours. I'm tossing other people's toilet paper. Baby, Phil. We've been living beneath our means this whole time. We make good money. We got to upgrade the toilet paper.
So is it official now? Y'all off the Scott?
No, like I said, 3 weeks ago, we bought the big bundle. So once that's done, we on the. I took a picture of it. So we out here. I might even do it like when I search for new pillows, because you can open the bag a little. It's already open, but you open it and I'm squeezing on it. I'm about to be doing that with toilet paper. I'm gonna cut a little hole in it and I'm about to be filling on the inside.
Oh God.
Oh man. Well, I am glad that you guys are upgraded, man. It's very, very crucial, man.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud. I mean, you got to treat yourself right. You got to treat yourself right. So. Yeah,
and sometimes you're just like, whatever, and then you actually feel the difference on whatever product it is. You just be like, oh my God, like. So
now, while we're on this topic, have y'all ever ended up having to go the other way? Like, so like when we were using, like I said, grew up on Cottonelle. When my dad came home from Iraq after his tour of Iraq for that year, he was like trying to make wholesale changes. Nobody liked most of what he was doing. Like one thing that sticks out is the dishwashing schedule. But the way my dad had always done it, everybody's got a day. So when he was gone, we started, wash what you use. Like that's literally that was what the approach became. So dishes would be piling up when he got home, and he started, yo, whose day is it to do the dishes? That nobody, we're not doing, like, all those dishes are yours. You were the only one who leave the dishes in the sink. We didn't know how to tell you. I don't know why mom didn't tell you. This conversation with you. One of the things he switched, he got that paper thin toilet paper one day. I went to use the bathroom, and back then I only used the bathroom like twice a week when I was growing up. So that one, like I cherished it. Like it was a good, like this is relief. I got in there and I started yelling sitting on the toilet. My parents thought something was very wrong, and I was like, change up whatever you want. You want us to go back to individual days to wash the dishes, whatever. I'll do whatever else. Toilet paper? Don't fuck with this. Don't. This is an expense that we spare in this house. Like, mind you, I don't have a job yet. I
still got some good toilet paper though.
You're not reverting the toilet paper. I don't care what y'all used in the desert. You keeping this standard of living in this house. Can't do that.
That's funny.
Absolutely cannot do that.
That's funny. All right. Now, G, you said you wrapped the toilet paper around your hand?
Yeah, like I don't pull it off the roll. Like I take it off the roll. I put my finger in and I do like one wrap and, get taking care of business.
Duck, you do the same thing?
I fold it like once or twice.
You fold it and sit all the toilet paper on your fingers?
No. I take the roll and I fold it. They don't go around. I don't go around. I don't wrap it around.
No. That's what I'm saying. So you take, let's just say 4 or 5 squares, and you fold those, and then you lay them, all of them, on your hand.
Yes.
And then you wipe with that part.
Yes.
Yeah, G, you still got some growing to do because you waste another half of the toilet paper, bro. Because then you could fold and wipe again.
I'm about to say that back. Yes, you gotta refold and that backside and get. And if you tell me that backside is getting used, I'm worried about you.
No, I wrap it around once, depending on the thickness of the paper. If it's real thick, like my parents, it was look. I put it right here on my thumb, brought it back to the other side, took care of business, dropped it in, did it again. Boop. I ain't out here.
That's a lot of waste. That's still a lot.
Yeah, because that's a lot of folds you missing, bro.
Yeah.
So the first wipe, you probably not gonna want to fold and go again. But the second wipe, you definitely get a couple of folds out of that bad boy. 2 or 3 folds easy.
Yep.
On the
Hold
second
on, wait. So you fold the paper.
Yeah, we be having a dumbest conversation.
You shouldn't have been. You should have been so stubborn.
You get it to how you want it, and then you wipe, and then you refold it a different way.
So all right, I got you. I'm gonna show you.
Fold.
Look, so let's say that this is my fold. Let's say this is my fold right here, right?
Yeah.
So you wipe, and all of your literally all your shit is in the middle. So now you fold it in half, and now all of this is clean. So then you wipe again, and then you fold it again, and now all of this is clean.
Not like
How are you doing that if you're wrapping it around your hand?
He's not doing that if he's wrapping around his hand.
The first one, it's not often that I do it. The first one is like, hey, look, I always expect the first one to be the messiest. So you know what? I ain't.
Yeah, you don't even. Yeah, you ain't got to do that one again. That's funny.
Now,
that is
where I folded.
All right. Let's get to some topics. We don't have to make this a long episode or nothing like that. Duck, congratulations on another part-time gig for you. I'm happy for you.
Right.
Hopefully all of that is under the table and you don't have to report none of it. So
straight cash, homie. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that's how I like it to be.
Y'all know I was working a third shift job before that I left. This is cool because I was done by like 2:30, something like that. So like it's third shift still. I started at 9, but I wasn't there till 6 in the morning. I was home and in bed by 4. So,
and that's with an hour drive. So that's what's up. That's really good. Did we talk about Puff on the last?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
We have to, right?
No, we didn't.
We need to go over this, right? So y'all know what's going on with him, right?
Yeah, but go ahead and fill those in.
I don't know anything. So
unless
I heard it and just glazed over it and kept going.
All right. So you know who Cassie is, right? The young artist. You've been waiting so long. That's the same girl, right?
Yeah.
I'm here to answer your call.
That's the same girl. She ain't young no more, but okay.
Well, she's not young anymore, but her and Puff were in a relationship.
Yeah.
So she was filed. She had a civil suit against Puff alleging rape, human trafficking, drugging. Like it was a whole 38-page docket that came out, and she was suing him for $30 million.
The figure never came out.
No, yeah, it did.
But I saw
30.
There was no mention of a figure.
The settlement is where the figure never came out, but she was suing for $30 million.
Okay, I didn't really go through the article. I just kind of glazed over the clickbait. Or okay, Cassie's suing them, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, don't really need to read it.
She put out all kinds of crazy details. I don't know if y'all remember. She shaved the side of her hair at one point. The article alleged that the reason that happens because when Puff was beating her, he pulled out a big chunk of hair, and so he had her shave it and make it like a style. He would hire male prostitutes and basically cuck. I don't know. Y'all know what cucking is? Mm-hmm. It's like watching your girl get beat out by another dude, and then you know, like you're not in there. You're
literally just watching other dudes.
You're getting off watching her get done. All right, so it alleged all kinds of stuff. She was with what's the DJ's name? Kid Capri? Not Kid Capri. Cudi?
Okay, Cudi.
Cudi not a DJ.
Who was she with? She was with somebody. Is it Cuddy that she was in a relationship with? Anyway, when her and Puff broke up, that's who she went with. And Puff threatened, like, I'll blow up your car, blah, blah, blah. Like, Puff was mad about it. And couple days, weeks later, his car blows up in his driveway.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
So the report came out with all of this being in there. And I'm just going to say Cuddy. I could be wrong. I can't remember who it is. But he came out and said, yeah, that's true. That happened. Like, my car blew up in the driveway. Now he didn't say Puff did it, but in her 38-page document, that was one of the allegations in there, that he was going after people that she was romantically involved with and threatened that, and then that ended up happening and all. And so it was a whole bunch of nastiness in all of this. Needless to say, though, it hit the internet.
And let's
say day one. The document hit the internet. She's suing for $30 million. Not even by day two, like the conclusion of the business day, Puff settled.
Wow.
And it went away.
Right.
But since then, other people have come out accusing Puff of the same thing. Like, oh, someone finally got the balls to stand up to him. I'm going to do it too. Including men.
Wow.
Including men. There was rumors. Now I'll talk on rumors because Puff ain't going. He don't know who I am. No, he ain't gonna see this. But right, there was rumors. Y'all remember when the whole Usher gave me herpes thing came out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The rumor now is that Diddy is the one who gave Usher the herp, and all these clips came out where Diddy's on the microphone with his arm around Usher. Yeah, we was wrestling damn, what did I just say? Like, he would like pause himself. Kevin Hart's like, yo, Puff, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it was an interview by Kevin Hart with Usher and Puff right there, and everything he said was paused. Y'all gonna make me find it. I'm gonna play it. Forget it. I'm gonna play it. But hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me find it. G, you can fill him in on what you heard about it so far.
Pretty much what you said, and I didn't hear any, men coming out. I just heard, women coming out. I think the latest one was last week about someone. My thing was, I always take a little dose of healthy skepticism, but anytime the information or the news come out about a lawsuit, and then the next day settle, he guilty.
Well, no, that was my first reaction. When he said that he settled the very next day, I was literally thinking, talk about admittance of guilt without, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like tell me you guilty without saying you're guilty.
That was literally.
So that's what y'all think that a settlement is admission of guilt?
To an extent, it might not be the full.
In that case, I absolutely think it's an admission of guilt. Typically, no, I don't. Typically, I think, I've been fighting this so long. Like Deshaun was fighting for a while, and didn't he eventually have to settle like the last two that were lingering or something like that? Deshaun Watson with his thing. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it ended.
Most people fight for as long as they can and try to never settle.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But
I think that was one of the fastest settlements I've seen.
I've never seen a settlement happen in less than 24 hours. Ever. But check this out. All right, here we go. This is called Suspect Moments, and I just want y'all to hear.
We want to thank you. Come in. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close to the bed. But it's just like, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even. I don't want it to come close to the bed. I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and damn, pause, but like just I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And I'm
what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this with me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen. That was fucking stupid.
Let's having a good time, yo.
How are you?
Oh my God.
So stuff has been coming out like this ever since this happened. I don't know if y'all know who Aaron Hall is. He's got a very, very, very famous song. I'm sure y'all know the song if you would hear it, but he's got allegations against Puff right now. It's crazy. A whole bunch of people just going after him, man. It's bad.
It almost makes you wonder, like, yo, was there anything else to do other than inappropriately have relations with women and touching on inappropriate during this time? It's like, yo, you read all the time about this celebrity or that owner of whatever. Just I'm like, what else was y'all doing?
What kills me about it, like, to piggyback off what you're saying, if I'm up like that, if I got that much money, I'm only messing with women that are interested. You know what I mean? Like there's actual consent. Like, yo, if you're not interested, whatever. Like I got enough money that the next chick will be. Like,
Facts.
and then I'll go. I got enough money to go do something else. I'm gonna go take a trip. I'm gonna do whatever.
Yeah. So Aaron Hall's biggest songs were one of them hit #1 in the U.S. R&B charts was "I Miss You," and that was "I miss you, from the bottom." Oh wait, all the times I lay at night, all I do is cry. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about? I can't play it because we'll get flagged. But he also had "Don't Be Afraid." Don't be afraid.
Yeah, they're ripping this.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, baby.
Nope.
If I played these songs, y'all would know what they are. But anyway, he's got a case against Puff right now. It's a whole bunch of cases that just came out of nowhere for Puff right now. So it's looking bad for him. Puff is losing deals. I had no idea that Sean John was still a thing, but whatever his clothing line is, Macy's pulled it off their shelves. They were like, no. They were one of the only brick and mortar locations still selling it. They were like, no. He's got a deal with one of his alcohol. I don't know if it's a tequila or a vodka, one of them.
Yeah, I forgot tequila, what the name was.
He didn't lose the deal, but they said they're suspending negotiations until at least 2024. So you're starting to see a lot of ramifications. Puff has Revolt Network, and a lot of women that were signed to there doing podcasts and stuff are like, no, like I'm not doing it no more. I quit. Like I'm not working with it. Now, one of the women, I actually follow her on Twitter and didn't know that she had a podcast with Puff. Let me be very clear. I've been following her since before then, or at least I didn't know that she was on it. But she said just yesterday or the day before, I want to be clear why I quit. I don't want to work with somebody who did the things that he's accused of. She was like, but he never did anything to me. Let me be very clear. That's not why I left. He never did anything to me. He never touched me. He never, we never had any inappropriate interactions. But I left because once I saw this document and read the details of it, like I can't work for someone who's like that. So be clear. We've heard about the Puff parties. We've heard about, when you open doors, the mansion parties, like, you've heard about them. Like every room is its own different fuck fest. Like that's just how they were giving it up out there. Go ahead, G. Go ahead. You can ask your question.
I have a question because we're heavy into sports. How do you guys feel about people leaving based on allegations? Like,
it's a really, really good question.
I'm sticking until I find out for certain, or I'm like, I want to distance myself now because it looks bad. Like,
So personally, it sucks because the reason that happens now is just social media. That's really it. Like, because it can be so widespread so quickly, and then it's like, oh, you're affiliated with this person. that all this, and especially in the court of public opinion, you were guilty until proven innocent.
Yep.
Like it's unfortunate, but that's just what it is. So
Yep.
I think like if it's me, like I'm collecting my paycheck until you're guilty, until you're proven guilty. But most people, I get like jumping ship because that one paycheck that I'm collecting might jeopardize other money elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like that perception for certain people can get damaging. Oh, you're still cool with being affiliated with this person. It could have negative. So it's hard. How do I feel about it? Personally, I'm probably trying to maintain all my bags unless I saw other bags are being affected because of that affiliation for the one. And okay, it's easy to cut that one off. But
yeah, but if that's like your main, let's say that's your main gig, you up and out, or you just like, you know what, I'm gonna ride this out until I see what happens.
If it's the main one I'm riding, the main is in like that's the one most time or the most money or both.
He's saying your big source of income. Your primary source of income.
I'm sticking with that.
Okay. So this is how I feel. It depends on where I am with the person with the allegations, right?
And that does matter too.
If I'm above them, I have to separate myself. And I think as a business person, Puff would have to understand, hey, bro, you're hot right now. Now, I'm going to distance myself. I'm never going to speak out negatively against you. It's just allegations, right? I'm not going to come out trashing you in the media, nothing like that. But I'm going to distance myself. I won't be posting anything positive about you, anything negative either, but I'm not like from this moment on,
neutral.
Our relationship has to be on pause because I can't afford to be negatively affected. That's if I am on equal ground or above the accused. If I'm below the accused, I am leaving only if there are opportunities for me to make money based off of appearances because of what's going on with you right now. Because I can still leave and not bash you like that, like the woman did that I told y'all that I follow, right? Let's say people are saying, hey, we'll interview you for $10,000 to come on here and talk about Puff. That don't mean that she has to say anything flagrant. Doesn't mean she has to go out there and say anything positive or negative. But if that's what you're going to pay me $10,000 for, that's going to supplement me leaving you right now. And I got a chance to make a name for myself. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not getting those opportunities, let's say I'm on a TV show on his network. Hey, the show must go on, because the truth of the matter is, even if he gets fired, Revolt don't just shut down. If they'll remove him off the board, he'll have a position that's not listed anywhere and still be calling shots. And the shows are still going to continue. All they're going to do is replace me. Let me keep getting my check. But if those opportunities aren't there for me to financially provide for my family or myself, then I'm making that decision based off of that.
Makes sense. I agree with all of your points. Between the both of you.
All right. G, I know you always got some topics for us. What you got for us, man?
All right. So, was it this year? I'm going to say it's this year. I don't know exactly when. So, lunch break, summertime, I'm going up the spot to go get something to eat from the Chinese place. I walk in, mind you, downtown is hood spot. You got people hanging outside, blasting music, people begging for money, people hanging out like it's, they outside of the club, all the above. Walk into the Chinese spot. I walk in, I greet the lady. I say, hey, I would like this. She says, okay, to be that. I say, thank you. I walk off to the side. Two older women start talking to me, saying, young man, I just want to say thank you, basically on behalf of, other black people for carrying yourself with, dignity, you speak well, you carry yourself well. She's like, really, I would love to thank your parents because, obviously I already set the picture for the environment that we're in. And I was like, thank you. I'm smiling, I'm greeting them. Thank you so much. That, and they was like, you're so polite. She's like, manners aren't what they used to be. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? Underrated at this point, really. So my question is manners and carrying yourself with class a thing of the past now? Because you look on social media, the female rappers or just women in general, fellas in general, flashing money, shaking their behind, bragging about this, bragging about that, just the opposite of class.
It depends on the circles you're running. you're not going to see the class on social media and all that because that's not what's popular. That's not what's clickbaity. All that, like you just shaking the ass and throwing the money, that's what gets likes and views and all that other nonsense. So I don't think it's a thing of the past. I think it might not be as widespread as it might not be the norm anymore to have some dignity and self-respect and be polite and have manners and all that. But I don't think it's necessarily a thing of the past. It's just not as much of it. Or we don't see what's out there. And when I say it's not as much of it, let me be clear. I'm not saying it's like the three of us on this podcast and that's it. Like, there's way more out there, but like you're just not going to see it. You're not going to see it. That's all. Now, I do have a question for you. At what point?
Nope. Don't ask it. Let me answer it first before you deviate. You're right. And DJ Malone said, G is speaking facts,
Appreciate it.
It's weird, right? So what you're describing that people, how do I say this? People were thanking you for what I always thought was Southern hospitality, basically, right? Like my family's from the South. That's how we were brought up. Respectful, don't walk around with the screw face on all the time, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, hold doors for people. Thank you. You're welcome, blah, 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 right? Respect, manners. That's how we were brought up. Later in life, I learned all right, growing up, if someone made eye contact with me, hello, hi. And you don't have to stop and have a conversation, but if someone locks eyes with you, how you doing? Head nod at least. Bare minimum head nod, respect, keep it moving, a smile, when they make eye contact with you. I realized that here in the Northeast, Jersey, New York, that's not normal. And I feel like the Jersey, New York thing is kind of spreading that mentality, like people just in their own lane, doing their own thing and just going on about their business. I'm not holding the door for you. I'm not saying thank you if you hold the door for me. I don't think that those people think they're being rude. I think that they're just going on about their business. Right. No, to them, it's just life. I agree with you that they don't think they're being rude. It's just like, you don't interact with people. They could be crazy. Like, that's the mentality. Like, or they could be anything, not even necessarily crazy. You just don't know what you're getting involved with interacting with a complete stranger. So even if you did make eye contact with me, as far as I'm concerned, you're watching where you're going. You're not necessarily trying to, you know what I mean? Like that's the mentality.
Yeah, but for me, like the women like went out of the way to like, you speak well, you have manners, you're polite. I actually was like in my mind was like, well, why am I guess being praised for something that I was brought up to do? And I guess from their perspective, depending on how frequent they are around town and where they live, they don't see that.
Right. Now let me ask you something, because you said they went out of their way. I'm sorry, go ahead, Mike.
Well, I was gonna say I've grown up getting that my entire life. Like I get to this day, people say your mom raised you right. I'm a supervisor and I have to call and do damage control every stop that my drivers do. And I got almost 20 drivers that report to me right now. Every stop my drivers do, the family gets a survey, and it's a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. And if it's 3 or less, I have to call and do damage control. How can we improve? What can we do to be better? I can't tell you. If I make 10 of those calls, 8 of them, people say, you were a delight to speak to. You're very respectful. Like, I wish that was my service when your driver came. I have drivers who are very matter of fact. And it's like, I'll give you a quick example. We were setting up oxygen. This lady didn't want the tubing all over the floor and asked the driver, hey, can you pin it up along the wall so it's not all over the floor? She said, no, that's not my job. Right. And she's absolutely right. One, even if she called and asked if she's allowed to do it, I would have said no anyway. But it was how she said it. That's not my job. The lady was like, well, the other company that was here before you guys, they didn't have a problem doing it. She said he was just doing something out the kindness of his heart. That's not in my job description. I'm not doing that. That's literally what the driver said to the lady who needs the oxygen. Right. And she was right with what she said. Right. It's how you say things.
That delivery matters.
Right. And so when I get on these calls and I'm doing damage control, these people thank me. They're like, thank you so much. Like, I understand better now. And I tell them, like, she couldn't do that even if she wanted to, because for all we know, now you got one little piece of tubing hanging down. What happens if you need to move things around and you can't? You can't call us back to say, come take it down because your driver put it up here. We're going to say no. Right. You know, so she's not allowed to do that. But I do understand what you're saying with how she said it to you and how she made you feel in the moment, you know. So, but I've been getting those kind of compliments all my life. People thank me and tell me to say, hey, your parents raised you right. Make sure you let your parents know they raised a good man. They raised a good person. So I've been getting that my whole life, my entire life.
So let me ask both of y'all then, at what point, once you're receiving all this effusive praise from one or two people, do you feel like it's insulting now? Is what you expected me to be an asshole? Is it like, because like the way you were going on, like at a certain point, like at first it's like, cool, like I'm used to that. Like Mike was just saying, I get that fairly often too. Not always, because my voice is so monotone. It sometimes comes across like I'm whatever.
Sarcastic.
I am sarcastic, yo. But my voice comes across a lot of times like I don't care or I'm mean or upset. Like I've gotten that too. Like I've gotten the flip side of it. But when people are listening to what I'm saying and they can tell that like I'm genuinely just, you know, being kind or whatever and polite, like I get that same praise. But there is a flip side where sometimes it comes in the back of my head, and I've never thought about at what point it happens, but I'm asking y'all now. Like, at what point does that thought come in the back of your head? Like, yo, did you expect me to be an asshole? Like that you saw that dude and expected me to just no manners, impolite.
No, it actually made me feel good because I do. Well, one, I was raised like that, and two, I know the environment that we're in, and I try to make it like. I try to set almost like a good example for the, you know, black people, I guess. Like try to get myself right. Let them say, hey, look, not all black people are this. Like in my head, to an extent. Like, yeah, we all got some hood in us to an extent, but, you know, it comes out when, you know, it has its moments. But for the most part, you know, when I walk into an establishment, hey, how you doing? I would like to order this. Okay, thank you. Please, you know, I use my manners and then, you know, step off to the side. Like I try to use what was given to me. I'm not going out of my way. That's just, you know, how I was raised, but also try to, I guess, set an example to other cultures that all black people aren't what you see on TV or social media.
I'm the opposite of that because I carry myself in my mind. I am not the representative of all black people. Like, and I'm not even trying to show you that other side. I'm me. Like That's how I feel about it. So not that
I'm me in the sense of that. Like that's
I get
who
it.
I am.
I've never thought of it in my head as I got to do this to show them that we're not all the way that they're. I've never had that thought. I've never once had that thought.
Oh shit, I have. But hear me out. I've been in a boardroom with CEOs, CFOs, COOs, and then supervisor. And I realized I'm the only dude with this complexion, with dreadlocks. Hey, now I'm about to go in here and put my nuts on the table. I got to let them know, like, we're not all the same. Because one thing about me is I really do feel like I'm a chameleon. And my wife can attest to this, right? When we went to my 20-year high school reunion, damn, I'm old. When we went there, one of the, there was a group of girls that were telling him, like, no, Mike, like, they called me a chameleon. Mike got along with the jocks. He got along with the nerds. He got along with the Hispanic people. He got along with the black. Everybody loved Mike. Like they told her that. But that's something that based off of how I grew up. And y'all probably don't remember this, but I moved around a lot. My mom was in a marriage where one year we lived in North Carolina. Another year we back out here in Jersey. Then I went and lived with my dad in a different part of Jersey. And then my mom moved from the house we were in Jersey to another house in another city, and I had to learn how to be hood, and it was a whole bunch of. I've learned to adapt my personality, what to reel in, what not to reel in, what to show, what not to show, and all that through all my different scenarios, right? So when I go in there and I'm sitting with people, and everybody's got a collared shirt on, and everyone's got slacks and you know dress shoes on and all that stuff, I can get along with anybody in any room, but I have felt like I got to show them. We aren't all the same. Yep. I got to let them know, like, there's a reason why there are black COOs, why they are black CEOs, CFOs, you know what I mean? Like, we do it all. You know what I'm saying? So I have felt what G is talking about, in his sense. Not that I felt like I had to do it for us, but I've walked in a room before and said, oh, it's one of these days. Okay, let me make sure my posture's correct now, right? I'm not slouching. Now I'm sitting up straight. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now I'm making eye contact with the speaker directly, at all times. I'm not in my phone, right? Everyone is typing, taking notes and stuff like that. I'm doing this, and then when there's a break, I'll make my notes. I'm locked in. I'm responding. When they say things that I agree with, I'm doing what Duck is doing. The head nod. Okay, yeah, right? Like that's how I am. I'm a body language. I've been in sales. I've been in different parts of marketing, and I've literally taken courses on how to make the person you're sitting across from feel comfortable with you. And 90% of it is nonverbal. It really, really is. It's mannerisms. Mirror what those people are doing so they understand that you're locked in with them and you're understanding them. I can agree with you and I can disagree with you, but that I understand what you're saying based off of my body language, my mannerisms, And so I've gone through all these things in life, and I've had to be that person, and I pride myself in that. To this day, I told y'all that my company got sold, right? Not exaggerating. The guy that sold the company, I told y'all he owns multiple pharmacies and all that stuff. Yeah. He called me today, Mike, I got your wife's prescription. I know you were having a hard time finding it, right? Because I built a relationship when I sat in there in the boardroom of the company that he sold, right? When I sat in there, I built that relationship with him where he cares about now me, the person. Hey, Mike, I know you were having a hard time finding your wife's prescription. I got it here in my pharmacy. Do you want it? Yes, I do. Thank you very much. He called me right back. Hey, it says that someone else put a claim in for it through the insurance. Did you get it filled? I called my wife, text him back. No, we didn't get it filled. What do you want us to do? Call that pharmacy, tell them they put a claim in, even though they didn't have it, they need to reject it. He rejected it. I called him back. He said, you can come pick it up tomorrow. Like it's little things like that mean something. When he was selling the company and he's meeting with the CFO of this $1 billion corporation that I work for now, they asked him for 5 names that were must keeps, in his opinion, for this transition. My name was number 3 on the list.
Wow. Look at God.
He has a high school friend that works in this company. He had people that he hired to build the value of the company, and that person in turn hired me, and I ended up being his right-hand man, right? Because he didn't have any knowledge of the industry that we're in. And I showed my value through my 1.5 years of time there, because when I walked in those rooms, the confidence, the understanding, not cutting people off when you disagree, letting them get their complete thought out, and then respectfully disagreeing and showing why what they're saying is wrong and how we can be better than what just their suggestion was. I've been in all those scenarios. Yes, I think that's a value. I 100% think it's a value, and I think that's something that is rare. I do think that's rare nowadays.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with everything you just said. The only thing that I'm going to remind y'all that I said, I've never had the thought of, let me show them that not all black people are that way. I've been, like you said, I never had the chameleon to your degree, but just in school, the difference when you're in honors classes versus college prep, and then gym is a hodgepodge. You know what I mean? Like, those honors classes are very different me. And the same thing, going into a wrestling room, that there's maybe 3 or 4 black dudes and everybody else is white. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very different world.
All of it is you. It's just certain parts of you. Like, none of it is you being phony or fake. It's like, hey, this is, wrestling Duck. This is, honors AP Duck, and so on and so forth.
But at no point have I been the guy that I'm representing the whole race, or I'm showing them the whole race like this. I've never had that thought. I can honestly say, and I've been the only one, like, even since, like Mike was saying, work. I told you about that one job, the last job, or before we did the merger and all that. I was always in there, like, when they hired another black guy, I was like, oh, this nigga coming for my spot. Like, that was my
thing. But you contradicting yourself. Now you contradicting yourself.
Right.
You can't say I never felt like I had a rep for all black people, and then see another black guy, but he coming for my spot.
Go ahead.
That I'm just saying that doesn't make any sense. You can't say that. In one instance, I never felt like I had to represent for all black people, and to see a black dude get hired and say, "Oh, he coming from my spot." That means that you knew you were the black impression in that company.
It's the exact opposite. The thing. The difference is, for me, I was there for so many years as the only black one. I wasn't thinking of it as I'm the representative for all black people because we only met twice annually, right? So like we were all on site at client sites. But my thought there was, if they're only gonna have one of us, and it needs to be. Yeah, that's the difference. It's crazy because he's mad cool, and he was actually at the same site as me. Like that's my boy. We still talk to this day.
That's funny. That is funny, man. All right. Y'all know I got my Today in History quiz loaded already. We had 1 hour and 15. Is there another topic y'all want to get to before we?
I got another one I want to get to. G, do you have?
All right.
No, that was, pretty much what I had.
All right, so this is how I'm gonna word this one. What do you do, or how do you react? What do you do when you know you've been disrespected blatantly, but you don't know who's responsible? I'm gonna give y'all the scenario after, but this is a real life scenario that is happening in this moment for me. So, the past few days, I have been, or I should say, my shit has been disrespected blatantly, and I have a lot of. I'm not even gonna go into that. Just tell me how you react. What do you do?
For me, I would like to think I do have two responses. It depends. If I know this person, now I'm about to dunk all over you. I'm about to go straight competitive, be whatever, whenever, however. If it's a person I don't know, I'm going to respond by just looking at you with a blank stare, like, who are you for me to even care? Like that kind of thing.
The scenario is going to trip you up because in both of your responses, it doesn't apply. Mike?
I kind of like what G said, right? Like if I know you disrespecting me, I'm competitive. I'm not going to give you no shine. I won't even tell people I got a problem with you. I'm just gonna be better than you. Now, y'all know I've been doing 49ers content for a long time, and for whatever reason, there were pages that felt like they were in competition with us, right? People treat 49ers content. I'm going to speak only for 49ers content. I don't know how it is in other team fan bases and all that. They treat it like 50 Cent versus Ja Rule, right? Like 50 had this mentality of, if you listen to Ja, don't buy my shit.
Dang.
Right? It was one or the other. Meanwhile, I can go to the store and buy both albums. I can go to the store and play both albums and enjoy both albums. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Right? So I had the mentality of that where, I know y'all are talking shit about me. I'll tell you straight up. I won't use any names because I know a lot of Niner fans will see this episode. But there was a page that I was already doing my thing before they started. They asked if I would help them with their podcasts, help them start different YouTube pages and websites and all that stuff. They gave me their login for Twitter, and I was tweeting for them on behalf of them, responding to them.
I remember you telling me this. Yeah.
Yeah. And what happened was we went our separate ways, like amicably. There was no harm, right? And
you did the job.
Right. I did what they asked me to do. If they needed me, they would text, DM me and say, hey, can you come back and do whatever, and I would do it, and I would leave it alone. We went through a period of about a year where we didn't have to do it. But I never logged out of the Twitter app on my phone. So I still had access to the DMs and all that stuff. I get, bored. I'm on the DMs one day, and they're talking shit about me and other black run pages, to the point where they hired a pair of black guys on their page, and they were like, these guys are really annoying. I think they're boring. I think they're dry, but they appeal to a demographic that we don't appeal to. We got to keep them around.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I never kicked their back in. Even now in this scenario, I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to damage a reputation or anything. I'm not that guy, but I see what you're doing. The shit is dirty. Now, what I did do was I went back to my page and I created a thread because when the people they were talking shit to were like, oh, I never noticed that about him. If that's the case, I'm not going to fuck with him anymore. Oh, if that's the case, I'm not going to do that. I put all of them motherfuckers in a group chat. Send screenshots. I see what y'all been saying. Number one is bullshit. The people that y'all are saying this to, and I put their names. I have a relationship with y'all, and if you thought something was going on, you should have come to me. Now I know not to fuck with none of y'all. And boom, I severed all ties. I said, I'm not going to bash y'all publicly. I'm not going to try to tear y'all down publicly. I wish y'all the same success that y'all want for yourselves. I said, but just know that when you talk shit about people, people see it. Nobody apologized in that thread. However, I got them all privately. People apologizing. No. Keep this shit. I don't want to hear nothing that you got to say to me. Nothing. Because now, here's the thing. If we're in a meeting and I say to y'all three, yo, I really don't fuck with Sean. Y'all know my man Sean. I'm just using this as an example. I don't fuck with Sean. And y'all say, yeah, man, why not? And I tell y'all why. You say, okay, me neither. Y'all just all of a sudden just side with me. I get the pressure that I'm putting on y'all in that moment. So I get it. You might not even mean it. Y'all might be thinking, well, Sean never did nothing to me. So I don't need to feel that way. But because I'm the one saying it, I would understand y'all saying, damn, that's crazy. Maybe I got to watch him more. Maybe I got to watch him more closely.
I got a scenario. I feel like it's perfect. You can let me know if it's not. The situation where you were doing, I think, sales for like a energy drink or powder drink or whatever.
He's talking about shreds.
Yeah,
he's talking about shreds.
And whatever, I ain't gonna mention
it's a supplement company.
He did you dirty. But how, like me and you've been boys since 08. So how you were describing what he was doing and ignoring you, I was like, never met this man a day in my life. But if I saw him, I'm like, yo.
Gotta roll him, right?
Gotta roll him.
He like on the site, off the reputation.
off the rip. And
because
I never met the dude, never talked to him, but how I know how Mike is and how dude did Mike, I feel some kind of way. So if I was to ever like lay eyes on him, like, yo, G, that's him right there.
What's interesting is I've met him several times before all that went down. I don't think I've seen him since all that went down.
You're not gonna see him. Well, yeah, but so and what G is talking about for the people who are viewing, this guy recruited me based off of my social media prowess. I used to tweet for a page called 49ers Gab. When I got there, they had less than 2,000 subscribers or 2,000 followers. And then I get there and boom, they were up over 16,000, right? Like it was just what I did. And it was all organic, not buying followers, not, I'll do this if you follow me back and all that. I didn't do none of that shit, just real. I had the page so popular, we were featured on Bleacher Report and ESPN. Like if we tweeted something about the 49ers, it made those pages that shared 49ers news. It would be a quote tweet back in Twitter days. That's how it used to be. You could quote tweet and you could add your own commentary, like via 49ers Gab. Like I was that guy in the 49ers community. So they saw what I did. I have a family member who was working for them, and he showed them what I did. They said, we want him to run our social media. And I went over to that company. The pitch to me was, I know we're over an hour, 20 minutes from where you are, but it's all remote. It's all social media. We want you to come to the office one day a week to do your weekly reports, and that's it. I get there, I'm doing the work, and this guy was supposed to be like the vice president or the vice president's assistant or some shit like that, the guy that hired me and recruited me. I get there and I'm meeting with the owner, and they're telling me, oh, you need to come to the office every day. The fuck? Like, this is not the pitch that I got. The reason y'all gave me a tablet is so I could work remote. And I'm not only am I hitting all the goals, I'm exceeding it. Like, I got y'all in with Arnold Schwarzenegger. If y'all know anything about the bodybuilding world, the supplement world, getting an endorsement from Arnold Schwarzenegger is the top of the list. There's two people at the top of the list, Arnold Schwarzenegger and The Rock. Those are the two giants in the supplement bodybuilding wrestling world. Those are the guys.
I'm old because my first thought was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Ron Coleman. But I'm old.
I landed the Arnold Schwarzenegger deal.
Right.
I remember when I landed that, they called a meeting. I had to attend. I walk in, and it's a standing ovation. Mike got Arnold. He got Arnold. It wasn't so much that I got him to say our name. He reposted something that I had posted about him.
Right.
So it was on Instagram. It wasn't on Twitter. I don't know what it's called when you do that. I still don't even know how to do that from my Twitter. Like if someone tags me, I don't know how to share it to my people. But Arnold did that shit, or his team did that shit, right? And I was in the middle of trying to get some shit done with The Rock. I posted something about The Rock in the gym. He was sitting like, I'll never forget, he was sitting on a bench. There's weights behind him and everything. He was sitting like this, and the post took off. 60,000 likes in less than an hour. The post blew up. It blew up. Page gained thousands of followers and all that. I was good at what I did. I was really good at what I did. And then they finally they called me in for this important meeting one night. It was either right before my daughter was born or right after. Mike, we got to let you go tonight. I'm sorry? What? Yeah, we got to let you go. I was like, why? It can't be based off of performance. I've exceeded every single goal y'all have set for me. Yeah, well, you just refuse to come up to the office every day like we're asking you to do. The fuck? I'm sitting there with the guy who recruited me and the owner of the company. So I look over at the guy who recruited me like, you're not going to tell him what you told me? Because the pitch was, you got to come up here once a week. Mm-hmm. You're not going to say a word? Never spoke. He just looked at. Like, nigga, yo, your glasses aren't fogged up. Why you keep wiping your glasses off? What are you doing? He never said a word. I got fired. I got a baby. And I'm jobless. I am assed out. Crazy, right? But everything happens for a reason. I walked away. I was pissed, so that's how G knows about who this guy is. G was one of the people I vented to at the time. Duck, I know you know the story as well. But
I was learning it in real time, though. Like as it was all, like you were telling me that when they were telling you, yo, you got to come to the office every day. Like I was getting the real time.
Yeah. And not only like were they telling me that, like at the time I drove a V8 truck, a pickup truck. Like I drove a Chevy Avalanche. Like
right? Yeah.
I wasn't even getting 8 miles a gallon in that bitch. Like I got like they have Avalanches with 6 cylinders. No, I got the 8-cylinder, the big, strong, tow a truck that's I had the monster one. Like, no, I wasn't doing none of that. Like, it's crazy, right? I got a wife, I got a kid. We had Derek at the time. I don't remember if it was right before or right after Zara was born, but it was in that window. It was in that January.
Very small window, yeah.
Right. You know what? Zara had just been born because it was in January. I think I got let go of. But my point is, I was hurt. The fact that this motherfucker sat there in that room and didn't stand up, didn't speak up for me one time, it was like, yo, that's crazy because you know what you told me. I never got a job description sent in the mail. Everything was it was based off of the words you told me. Mm-hmm. But cool. I'll see you when I see you, bro. And so, but even with that, I never bashed him publicly. Even in this whole scenario, I haven't said his name one time. I said the name of the company. I don't know if they're still open or not. But like that, I'm not wired that way. Fuck you. Do what you do. God bless. But fuck you. Like, I don't care. Once I stop caring, it's not that I want negative for you. It's not that I want positive for you. I literally don't care. You just don't exist to me no more. So that's how I react to disrespect. Now, if it's disrespect that's going to affect my family, we got to talk. We got to talk. Like, if this is something that's going to affect my bottom line, my livelihood, if this is going to change the way that my wife looks at me at night, we got to talk. We got to have a face-to-face. If this is going to make my kids look at me a different way, wait, Daddy, you did what? No. So I don't know what that beeping was. Y'all heard that?
Nah, I didn't hear a beep. Here's the difference in the scenarios that y'all mentioned, Mike, your real-life scenarios, G, your hypotheticals, and what I'm dealing with right now. I don't know who did it. And I have no way of knowing. So, G, do y'all own your house?
No, we're renting.
You rent? Okay, well then imagine your car. Mike, imagine your house. Somebody graffitied the side of my house. And I am livid about it. Like I mind you, just coming off a security job, like I'm feeling myself, having a real fight. I got a lot of pent up energy. I want to go hurt a motherfucker, but I don't know who to hurt. Like
Wait. I'm sorry. You asked if somebody disrespected you, so you just talking
I
about
said
the
that, and
graffiti,
then I did switch it. I was like, or your shit. I did
or
add that in there.
did they write something about you in graffiti on your house?
No.
Did they put the words "dick sucker"?
No. It wasn't even a word. It was just somebody spray painted some shit, something. I don't know what it looked like, a crown and something else. What's up?
More questions. On your outer fence or on the house?
On the house,
Front porch or side?
the brick wall on the side. The road is right here, over on this side where this wall right here. So that side street that you drive, that everybody drives up and down, it on that.
But
that
you got
wall.
a fence.
It's not inside the fence.
Oh, the fence
I got
only
the
stops
house
on the
and
side.
The fence starts at the back of the house.
That's crazy because you got a dog. They were bold.
And I'm wondering if him barking at people is what pissed somebody off enough to do it. But now I'm just like, now my thought is, yo, bark at all these motherfuckers. bark at everybody. I don't give a fuck. Bark it. Because I'm trying to figure out how to reconcile what I'm feeling. And it's not working. I was like, okay, fuck it. I get some paint. I fucked up. I got too bright a red. Like I Googled it. Instead of taking a picture of my shit, like it was a spur of the moment, me and my daughter on Saturday night. Yeah, it was Saturday night. I was like, yo, baby girl, we taking a drive. You want to go with daddy to Home Depot? Like we going. I need to get some paint. And I picked it up, but I Googled a picture of brick, and it was like fresh brick, not thinking about the fact my house is 100 years old. Like I needed a faded. So I went to
we needed weather brick.
Right. I need some worn down brick.
Weathered brick.
But, so I started to paint the brick, and I was like, oh, that's way too bright. But then the white color I got to fill in the space, I was like, that matches better, but that was also still too light. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm mixing it. Hopefully that does something. So I did it. Now there's a big splotch on the area. But I purposely, like, as soon as I saw the mixed color, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm covering all of it in the splotch. I can replace it later with more paint. Like
Why didn't you just get a bleach spray? So the paint that they used, the bleach would still be adhesive to it and run through it. Why instead of painting over it?
My thought was paint over it. Just paint over it. That was my.
I'm pretty sure they got something, because the
think about that.
city, they go out there and remove graffiti all the time. Sometimes you see them painted over the spots, and other times I don't know what exactly. I would have been Googling what to get rid of graffiti.
I will say the reason that I thought of paint is because my back driveway, the shed behind me, not the current dude that lives there, the older black dude, somebody graffitied his shed, and he was out there the next morning with white paint and just painted.
You know what? The fact that you got to explain this to me and G, I understand that you're painting the visual for G. I'm gonna put you on the spot after this. I'm gonna let you finish your story, but remind me to put you on the spot when you're done.
That's right. I'm almost done. I decided I wanted the splotch there. I wanted them to see it because I was like, if they're bold enough to come back, hopefully I catch them in the act. But I just wanted them to see, I covered up your shit. Like, because I can't think of anything else to possibly have a shot at identifying whoever it might have been. So, and then other than that, I went and got a better red and a better white tonight that I'm going to go out and paint tomorrow over everything to make it look right again. But that's it. That's why I was asking, what do you do? I got a lot of, I can't even call it misplaced anger, but it's anger right now that somebody's disrespecting my house that I bought with my money and worked hard for. You know what I mean?
Were the words legible that they painted?
There were no words. That's what I said. It was a. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a image of some shit. There were no words.
Did you take a picture of it?
No.
That's vandalism. You could have got a little write-off for that, bro.
So I should have thought about that. I didn't think about that.
That's it. You see, and so the problem is, we as black people. I won't say we as black people. We as inexperienced homeowners don't think about some of the perks and benefits of being a homeowner with homeowners insurance, right? You might not want it to pay a deductible, but that's vandalism. And so let me tell you what I learned when the hurricane came through. A dent in my siding, because my siding is from 1957, means the whole house has to get redone.
Wow.
they got to cut me a check for my whole house to get re-sided. And if they find an old window that if they remove the siding exposes more, now all my windows got to get replaced. That's included in the check also. So that hurricane that came through, I'm about to get all my shit redone, my whole garage redone, because windows busted through the storm and all that shit. It's all original 1957. I'm about to get this big fat ass check.
Ooh.
And then I'm gonna call people that I know to redo it for. I can't say anything else because that's fraud. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying. But my point is,
I didn't know, and that thought never crossed my mind.
Right. Well, and that's my point though. As homeowners, we have to get out of the renter's mindset. The renter's mindset is Band-Aid, paint over it, cover it up.
No. I disagree, because if I were a renter, I'm calling the landlord. Hey, this happened. Come take care of this. If I'm a renter, that's my move.
I don't think you understand. Okay, let me
But as a
rephrase what I'm saying.
homeowner, I was like, I got to take care of this shit myself. I didn't think about the homeowners insurance.
As a renter, you want that area taken care of. As the homeowner, everything has to be uniform. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Homeowner, I would be like, nah, I'm not just painting this one area. The whole area got to match now.
Right. So I'm calling in this claim for this hurricane storm. They're going to come out and give me an estimate. By the way, here's the dope part. My insurance includes structural damage. Because my garage isn't attached to my house, I couldn't just get homeowners insurance. I had to get homeowners and structures on the property included in my claim. So my kids' $8,000 play set in the backyard.
Dang, that was $8,000?
Oh shit. I should have. Yeah, but yes.
Didn't you just do this to me 2 days ago?
Golly.
But wait, hold on. But I knew the owner of the company, so he hooked me up. You know, he was actually an oxygen patient of mine. He used to play for the Phillies. He was a former player for the Phillies, and I hooked him up. That was my man. Rest in peace, Mr. George Wentz, right? Like, that was my dog. He said, Mike, the day you decide you want to play set for your kids, you don't go to anybody but me. He said, not only am I going to give you top quality, something that's going to last you well over 20 years, he said, I will let you completely customize it. Dude, we picked the sides. We picked the colors of the sides. We picked the color of the sliding doors, the color of the shutters on the windows on the playhouse. Like, he let us pick everything customized and didn't charge us a dime extra for any of it. Hand built everything. They came out. My yard didn't have to get, most places when you go out, you got to get your yard leveled if you want another structure put out there. No, they added stuff to each individual leg and support based off of my yard's structure that can be removed if there's any more settling down the road. Like, these people did it so that I had to do nothing based off of his word. So between that, my garage and my house, this check gonna be real nice. And I'm getting all this shit fixed up. I'm hyped. All
this.
And I know my wife is probably thinking, what you waiting for? But the truth of the matter is, I let it sit. If there's more mold on the inside of the garage now the stuff on the inside of the structure gets to be claimed as well. So the value of everything inside gets claimed in addition to the outer structures. So that just makes that check that much bigger.
You telling me I'm about to get a new aquarium?
I'm telling you about to get a new aquarium. Yes.
I'm trying to think, do I got anything in your garage?
The aquarium, the stand, and the filters in there. That filter been busted too. I need a new filter. Oh,
salt water too. All his shit was salt water. So that I know you know about fish tanks.
Yep.
He got salt water set up over here. All that shit, storm damage, boom, replaced, baby. It's all. And what I'm mad about is I threw out my I had a couple of big things in there. I had it easily.
Freezer.
Oh, I know what it is. My battery must be dying. That's what the dinging is. I had a not a freezer. I had a storage ottoman in there with easily over $1,000 worth of video games and DVDs. Now DVDs, the prices have come down over the years because nobody uses them, so it might just be a couple $100 worth. But the video games don't lose value like that, and all that stuff. I just picked the whole thing up and threw it out. So I ate a little. Gee, you helped me. You helped me load it up.
Yep.
You helped me load it up to throw it away. So that's going. But I left other stuff in there. I have a single seat chair in there that was $800. Like I have like fine leather items in there. My wife's grandfather's secretarial desk.
Sure.
They don't even make that shit no more. You know what I mean? Like a priceless family heirloom. All destroyed by the weather due to the storm. Let it mold. Let them write that shit off. I have an autographed Frank Gore picture. I know they won't care about that, but sentimental value. You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff is going to get written off in there, and then that's all going to be a part of my check. So
Now
you
you
gotta
got
play
me
it.
feeling. Now you got me feeling like I fucked up by just immediately painting over it. But only
Now I'm about to go hire somebody. Hey, that house right there, just take this spray paint, put that on the side.
so
real quick.
I will say I believe that if somebody was bold enough to do it once, it's a possibility they'll do it again.
Wrong. Just get a fake camera. Don't even have to be turned on, and just point it to that side of the house. Now that's your reaction to it.
That's the thing. It's funny. It's funny you say that because I have a camera that I bought after the incident with my car, and I've been meaning to put that up in my driveway, and I just haven't done it. But that's still sitting in the box down on my dining room table.
You put that joint in the right spot. That window that you have your air conditioner in your dining room. Put it a little above that and make it look like it's straight. They don't know if it's wide angle or not. They're going to assume it can see everything. You don't have to worry about it no more. People see cameras and just assume that they're live running and all that stuff.
If I want the vandalism claim, I need to wait. That's the.
He gonna let it happen again.
Now you also got to look up your insurance, see what your deductible is, because now don't worry about the deductible because they just take that out of the grand number. So don't even worry about it.
If they repainted my whole house, it don't matter what that deductible is.
Exactly. So that's how you play it, you know. All right, y'all ready for this quiz, man? We ready to get to it?
Yeah, let's get to it. I'm getting sleepy. Yeah.
How did the Lakers do? They lose? They must have lost.
Yeah, we lost.
I could tell by your actions, man.
Not even. I just told you, I've been up since 3.
I got the
3 o'clock and all that stuff.
Hey, y'all didn't just lose. Y'all got blown out.
Shut
oh,
up.
shit.
Wait.
Boston.
Yo, I have never in my life. I just got to comment on this Monday Night Football game, bro. The Vikings have 3 turnovers, and the Bears only have 6 points.
I know.
Somebody should get fired tonight. Somebody should get fired tonight.
Speaking of, the thing is, y'all saw my reaction in the group. I just laughed because I don't even know how I feel about it. I don't think our head coach is the problem. I don't think he's the solution.
He don't have to be the problem. He's got to be the fall guy. That's what it is.
But
Hey,
the issue is still at the very top. As long as Tepper is so heavy-handed with controlling everything, we're never going anywhere. And we don't need to get into it like we're about to do the history quiz. But so we won't get into it this time. But there's a lot of other problems beyond the head coach, the quarterback coach, and the running backs coach. Like those are the 3 that lost their jobs today. And GM needs to go. I'm not going to say the owner needs to go, but he needs to hire a GM and let the GM do his job. And he needs to just sit down and shut up.
All right. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Yep.
It is Today in History quiz time. Where is it? I thought I had a Today in History banner. All right. I'll create one real quick. Bong. Bong. All right, there we go. Today in history. All right. That's the bonus question. I even got the bonus question ready for y'all. I'm on it. I'm on it today, bro. All right, y'all ready?
Ready.
I'm gonna start easy. Frozen, the highest grossing animated film of all time, is released. What year did that happen in?
It's funny because this was when your daughters were young. Zara and Aria, they had that Frozen guitar, and mind you, it was a spot over there by Dairy Queen. She just keeps playing it over and over. I'm looking at you and sis like, yo, this isn't annoying, y'all. Like, that's how you know I didn't have
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
With that
Let's go.
being said, how old is my oldest niece? She's what, 10? We're in 23. I I don't know if it came out right then and there. I want to say, I don't know why I'm leaning towards 2012 because it could be like the year before.
I tell you what, I'm gonna give y'all.
Hold on, because I know 2012 the biggest movie that year was the Avengers movie. So I don't
It didn't
know.
say the biggest movie. Let me read it again before you. Let me read it again before you give your answer. Okay, Frozen is the highest grossing animated film of all time.
Yeah.
It was released on this day in history.
See, I'm trying to think of.
Okay, I'm going to say my answer. He's taking forever.
Well, you say because that way he can't take it.
Right, 2011 is the year I'm rocking with. I know I was in college. I know back then I was still going on stuff like Pirate Bay to download movies and see them for the first time. I'm positive that Frozen was one of those movies. And that it might have been 2010, but I'm in there. 2010, 2011, I'm locking
That's where I'm at too,
I'm locking in with 2011 because he got dangerously close when he said 2012. I knew for sure G was going to say 2014. I don't know what he's going to do. I knew I was in college when this came out, so I'm rocking.
We giving points based off of just being closer, right? Not like if you go over a year, but Duck is under 2 years, or Duck is under 5 years, and G is over 1 year.
I don't think it's 2012.
It's just closer, right? It's not about closer without being over. Okay, so we're not doing prices right bills. Okay.
He might be right because 2012 biggest, and I know you said biggest animated. I know the biggest movie was 2012 was Avengers, so it's either 2011 or 2012, 2013. Let's go with 20. Let's go with 2012.
Damn.
It was 2013.
I thought I was going to get it right on the head, and nobody got it right on the head. G hesitated, but he was right there, man. He was right there. He was debating. The answer is 2013, man. G, you was right there, bro. It was 2013. Hold on, wait.
Frozen came out after I graduated college?
Hold on. I got to make sure I click the right one.
Nah, okay. Seriously?
Look. Based off of what they're saying, today in history, highest grossing animated film all time is released. Frozen 2013, man.
But I still get that point though, right?
Yeah.
Yep, you up.
I could have G is up. I was so positive that came out when I was in college. Okay.
All right. Now we're going to turn it up on y'all, okay? Now we're going to get hard. Pause. Right. Now this one, I'm going to give y'all a hint. Today in history, in this year, Christopher Columbus returns to La Navidad colony, finding it destroyed by the first Native American uprising against Spanish rule. Taino Gako Kenobo led his people to attack a settlement after the brutal treatment they received from garrison who disobeyed Columbus's orders. Christopher Columbus returns to La Navidad colony, finding it destroyed by the first Native American uprising.
I'm trying to remember that little rhyme. It was like something to Christopher Columbus showed the ocean blue. Was it 1772? 1872?
I'm gonna let G go first because I feel like I'm gonna let you go first.
Dag, I'm trying to remember, was it 1872 or something two at the end?
I'm gonna switch earbuds because this one's dinging like crazy. So
I already like my chances, by the way. And I'm bad with this stuff.
I'm not gonna hold you. Well, I can't say what I was gonna say because it's like giving a hint. So that's fine.
All right. I don't know if it's 18 or 17. Let's go with 18. If it is 17.
Nigga, do you know what the
shut up?
No, go ahead. What?
Let G answer.
I don't have a frame of reference. I'm just going off of what they were saying about him selling Ocean Blue. Let's go with
they just threw their 4th interception and they still only got 9 points, bro.
Let's go with 18. Could be in the same year. Let's go with whatever they said, 1870.
Duck, I swear to God, if you lose this question, I'm just gonna stop the game. I swear to God, if you lose this, I'm just gonna stop the game.
G, you're locked in?
Yeah, F it.
I know this is the 1700s. I know that for a fact. No, it's the 17 and 16s. It's one of the, it's 17 and 16. It ain't the 1800s. I know that. So I thought it was 1762 Columbus sold the Ocean Blue, but that was talking
to
going to or 1692, something like that.
See, look, go ahead.
Give me 1739.
Okay. Final answers, right? All right, Duck was closer. Both of y'all disappoint me. Duck, you get the point for this. Like y'all are forgetting that after they got here, they had to establish and build and settle. Like we didn't. Niggas, 1776 was the bicentennial year. Like, what are y'all talking? That's when 300 years later they fought for independence from fucking. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Mike, let me calm you down right now. I'm gonna
Columbus was the first white dude here.
I'm gonna answer for both of them.
Y'all are trash as fuck. Y'all making us look bad.
I'm not paying attention. You know what? I'm not gonna say that out loud on the pod recorded. I've never cared about Christopher Columbus, bro.
Duck, you got the point, man. I'm mad that you didn't know 1776 is the bicentennial year. Like, that bothered me that you added an extra 100 on that shit. He didn't sail here 100 years after they got their independence, bro. Like, what are you doing? And then
the 76 thing was,
So I'll let me tell you. Wait, because Mike, which is right, 100 years after they got the independence, I knew the independence happened. Independence happened in 1700s, right? Whatever.
Exactly. So right. How much earlier did Columbus get here, bro?
Hear me out.
You're right. I didn't give that any critical thinking.
I legit was not thinking about the colonies were established X amount of years under British rule.
Exactly.
That thought didn't cross my mind. Like,
y'all pissed me off.
They came here,
I didn't.
I'm gonna tell you how my brain went.
I don't want to give either one of y'all a point for that, but it's cool. Go ahead, you can explain. But I'm mad as fuck at y'all.
My excuse was I'm tired and I'm sticking to it.
Columbus got here. They dealt with the taxes from the British for maybe 6 years, and then all-out war. All-out war. That's 6-7 years. They didn't last a decade. Bump the hostile relations with the natives. Bump the Oregon Trail and everything. What Lewis and Clark traveling across the country to establish the other side. I forgot about all that. I condensed the timeline. I know Lewis and Clark alone was several years.
Y'all hurt the fuck out of my feelings. Like y'all, I'm not lying to y'all, man. Like I was really hurt by y'all answers, but it's okay.
No, I was 100% confident.
Now, with that said, I have asked a lot of questions. This is the first time y'all have been off by so much. So, I mean, I'll give y'all a little shake on that. I mean, Christopher Columbus, like, what the fuck? It's all fake. So, whatever. All right. This year in history,
he did sell. Like he was traveling around. Wasn't fake. Right. You're not gonna say it was fake. Now, did he discover anything? Nah, shit was already there. Like,
all right.
Most of where he went was already in.
Joe DiMaggio wins his 3rd MVP, beating Ted Williams by 1 vote. What year did this happen?
Isn't that? Oh, you said beat. Isn't that baseball?
Yes. Joe DiMaggio wins his 3rd MVP, beating Ted Williams by 1 vote.
I have no frame of reference for this individual at all. I feel like that's more within the last 60 or so years, 70 years, where MVPs come into play. Maybe the 60s, the 50s. Actually, could be.
I like hearing G's brain right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like the way he's thinking. Now he's back. I blasted him. He reeled it in a little bit. My man pulled on that fishing pole. He said, "Hold up now, Mike coming at me. I gotta show him something. Huh? What's up?
All
Let
right,
that Trenton education show that Ewing education. What's up? Let's go, baby. Come on now."
Let's go with 1957.
Okay.
I'm gonna come a little bit more forward, only because I feel like I've heard Joe DiMaggio referenced on Seinfeld. I want to go to like the early. I'm torn between like the 60s and 70s, but I honestly have no idea when this dude was playing. You said 1950 what? 57. All right. I'm just gonna jump forward a little bit and say 19. Give me 72.
G, let's go, man. Off by 10 years. 1947, man. Let's go, G. I like that. He said, all right, when they start giving a fuck about MVPs. Let's go, G. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. All right, so G's got one up on Duck right now. Okay. Let me get out of sports. What do? We do 5 questions in general, and then we do a bonus one, right? Based off of the winner?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me get out of sports. Let me do, let's see here. How we still on sports? Come on, get the fuck off sports. Hold on. I don't care about the Yankees. All right. I got the bonus question for y'all already, but it's cool. All right, we're going to do famous birthdays today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do famous birthdays. Who is somebody I could stump y'all with? God, it's a lot of people born. Oh, it's November. That's why. Do I want this to be somebody y'all heard of?
Yeah, because it's still, we still got to narrow down the year, so.
I just know I've been way off on everything except for the first one. So. All
right, we're gonna find somebody from a birthday. Let me see here, man. I don't care about none of these people. I don't think y'all heard of none of these people. Who the fuck is that? We don't have no like former presidents or nothing. Who is this dude? Nah, I'm not gonna do a composer. Y'all wouldn't know who that was. All right, let's go to something here. Let's see. All right. Somebody give me a countdown out loud. Just pick a number and start counting down. I'll find somebody by then.
All right, Duck, you losing.
Damn. 6, 5, 4.
Oh, shit.
3.
Okay. I got somebody. Fuck it. I got somebody. All right. Okay. Hong Kong American martial artist and actor, born in San Francisco, California. His birthday was today. In what year? The actor's name is Bruce Lee.
Born in San Francisco?
Yeah, let's go, baby. Yeah.
Oh,
got him.
Oh, I should know this.
All right.
Yeah, you should. I'm telling your daddy when you get it wrong, too.
He had a son that died in the 90s. So
Y'all see the SF on the
40.
screen?
I don't think Bruce lived to be that old. I want to say
y'all see the SF, huh?
I feel like maybe the 40s or the 50s, because again, he had a son died during the movie Raven. I think that was the 90s or the Raven or something like that. So I don't think Bruce lived to be an old man. I want to say he might have died in his 40s or 50s.
He wasn't even that old when he died, but that's cool.
Okay.
Bruce died at 32, 33 years old.
Yeah, he was young.
Okay, so all right.
But he did have a son that starred in The Raven. I like what you was doing. Come on. Let's go, G. Come on. I love hearing this brain work, man. I like the thought process out loud, man. I fuck with that.
All right. Son was pretty young too, because they made a shockingly, announcement that he died around the same age as his dad died.
The eerie comparison. Come on.
He
Come
got
on.
He got shot on the set.
I want to say maybe the 40s. 19, because
I love that he acted like his life is on the line. I love that he give a fuck. I love this shit.
I already have my answer, but I'm
all right. So then give it so we can't take it. Go.
1947.
We got a 47. Bong, locked in.
All right, and I said 40s, so let's go with 42. 1942, lock it in.
I only went 40s because I know he and Chuck Norris were around the same age. I know Chuck's like in his 70s or some shit like that. 70s, pushing 80, something like that. Chuck's up there.
Both of y'all got the decade right. So I want to give y'all a round of applause for that. Bruce Lee was definitely born in the 40s. Okay. All right. The closest was G with 1940, baby. There it is.
Okay.
Let's go, man. San Francisco, California in the building. Let's go. We're going to represent me. Oh, wait, I don't got to say that. I got that sound effect. Let's go. All right, that's 3, right?
That's
3. That's best of 5.
All right, that's 3. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let's go. Let's do a little bit of music. We did film. We did sports. That was birthdays. Let's do something in music.
Oh, no, that was 4 questions.
No, that was the third one.
No.
That was Christopher Columbus, Bruce Lee.
Frozen.
Baseball.
And Joe DiMaggio.
Oh, that's right. Baseball and Frozen. That was 4. So this. Oh, Duck, you need this.
I already said he won best of 5. I literally
That's true.
can't catch up. I'm down 3-1.
No, but you can get the bonus one if you get it head on too. So you can still win. All right.
No pressure there.
All right. I'm gonna let y'all pick, but y'all got to agree. Do y'all want something super recent or super old? And it's gonna be on this day in music. It's gonna have something to do with music.
Since Duck needs this, and we never established how much the bonus points are worth, right?
No, this ain't the bonus though. This ain't the bonus.
Oh, okay.
So if Duck gets this right and wins the bonus, he beats you.
Okay. So you know what? I'm the winner. I'm choosing this category.
He definitely.
Actually, you know what? No.
You get a consensus, you asshole.
I got the category.
Golly.
Listen.
I get to choose the bonus.
I already got the bonus. I got it all squared away. But what I'm saying is, do y'all want something recent or something old for this category that I already have picked?
Let's go with recent.
I was also thinking recent.
Okay, here we go. On this day in blank year, Baywatch actress Pamela Anderson divorces singer Kid Rock due to irreconcilable differences only 4 months after getting married. On this day in blank year, Pamela Anderson divorces Kid Rock. What was that year?
It wasn't the 90s because that was Tommy Lee, I believe.
Yo, G be giving up the goodies in his ponder. I ain't gonna hold you.
I feel like it was before 2010.
This motherfucker Megamind over there, bro. He be.
I don't even know how. Honestly, I'm gonna let him go first, and I'm just gonna try to do something in the same ballpark. I have no frame of reference for this.
All right, okay.
Me either, but I still like it. I feel like it's before 2010. I'm gonna go with. It's a matter of, do I want to go when I was in high school, or do I want to go when I? Let's go with. I don't know why. Let's go with 2004.
Okay.
Final answer.
Final answer.
All right, G's going with 2004. Duck.
You're going 04. Mike said recent, but I don't know how recent. And these celebrity marriages be all over the place. I just know I want to come closer to now, but I don't want to go too far. I'm going to say 2007.
Wow. I will say this. This is the closest that y'all have been. Wait, hold on. What was the answer for? How far off were you for Bruce Lee?
I was 10 years off. I said 57. It was 47.
No. It was 40.
Yeah. It was still in the same decade. He said
you said 42.
You said
47.
So you were 2 years off.
Yeah.
One of y'all are 2 years off again.
God.
It's probably Duck.
It's probably you.
It's G. 2006, baby. 2006, Baywatch actress Pamela Anderson divorces singer Kid Rock.
Well, I win though. I'm 1 year off.
What?
I said 07. I purposely
You said 07.
Up on G.
Oh, you said 07?
I didn't want to go too far from where
I
G
thought
was.
G said 04.
G said
I did
04. I said 07.
Okay. I was doing Jeopardy in my head. I'm sorry. You're right. Duck, there you go. All right. So this bonus one is for all the marbles. All right, here we go. It don't even matter if you get it on the head or not. Just get closer and you win. Okay?
I almost said 09.
Here we go. On this year, and I'm not giving you the year, I'm not giving any hints. The Nobel Prizes are established. So y'all know there's multiple categories for the Nobel Peace Prize, Nobel Prize in Science, and
They're
all
talking
kinds
about
of shit.
in general being established.
Right. This is the first year that these prizes were invented. Alfred Nobel. Yes. Here we go. On this year, these guys, this is when the Nobel Prize was established.
Gee, before either of us answer this, other than Sheldon Cooper, can you even name a Nobel Prize winner?
Laureate? No.
Okay.
I won
Yes,
it.
you can.
I
That's not
can't
true.
either because I don't know if like Albert Einstein ever won it.
I was gonna say Albert.
I don't know if any of like the
Kendrick Lamar. Like, what are y'all talking about? Stop it. Kendrick Lamar.
I didn't know that.
Nobel Peace.
I did not know that. I had no idea.
Oh yeah, there's different categories.
Mother Teresa. There's a whole bunch of different categories.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of different categories.
I put it straight to science. Okay.
Science is the one you always think of.
Imagine getting a Nobel Prize as a gang member for your rap lyrics. That's crazy, right?
All right. Like I said, I automatically think science. I thought Albert Einstein. I'm thinking 30s. So it probably had to be established well before that. Do I really want to go into the 18s? Or do I want to go into the early 19s or the late 18s?
3 turnovers and these motherfuckers just got the lead. That is crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy to me. Somebody on the Bears needs to get fired tonight.
Oh, man. I think I might go early 19s because I feel like maybe it was established before all the world wars, and this might have been the thing that got it going. I don't know. I might be way off in my thinking, but I don't know. I think I might go with 18s for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm trying to hide my facial expressions behind the microphone so y'all can't say that I'm hinting towards anything. But
so we already established that 1776 is when the Declaration of Independence came about. So we know what happened after that.
I mean, so Duck thought Christopher Columbus landed after that. So I mean,
I don't
whatever.
know, but I don't know that because Mike said Mother Teresa won this thing. I'm all over the place now. That one hint threw me all the way off.
Yeah, but Mother Teresa was late
Like
90s. Like she was late 90s or 80s or some shit like that. Hold on, I'll look that up while y'all talking.
All right.
They've been praying for her for years.
17, 18,
I don't know what the Catholics do.
18. God.
Mother Teresa won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. God dang, I didn't know it was that long ago.
Well, that gives us a frame of reference. We know it was before 1979.
Okay. I mean, G had already settled on that out loud, so that's cool. I didn't really help you out much.
I gotta let G do all the heavy lifting here because I have.
And
I was lost on the last one. I am beyond lost with this one.
19. Let's go at 19.
Hold on, wait before you answer. Wait before you answer. Albert Einstein received the Nobel Prize in physics.
1940.
No, I think he was dead by then, bro.
Yeah.
Albert Einstein received it in 1921.
So I was right with the
I can't say
18
nothing
thinking.
else. I can't say nothing else.
So
That's
I
it.
was right with the 18 thinking. Shoot, it might even be earlier than that. How far?
This is so good. I really enjoy. I can't wait till I can participate. I need one of y'all to learn how to screen share or something, so I can play in this. This is crazy. I need y'all to get off of tablets and phones and shit, because I want to do this. I want y'all to be able to do this for us. Y'all should be logging in and doing this where I could play one time. Show
How
y'all
about
how
next
stupid
time
I
I
am.
come over and I'll come to your house, and that way I'll be on your computer.
You're not going to be here on a Monday, Tuesday night. You got
do it.
laundry and shit to do.
No, that's Thursday. But anyway, back to what I was thinking. 18s, how far into the 18s?
Oh, you should come over on New Year's.
New Year's Day or New Year's Eve?
I mean, oh, it's your anniversary. You ain't coming. Oh, God damn. Never mind. Forget it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
18. How far, G? How far?
I got a very expensive bottle of champagne for New Year's over here, just so you know. You ever hear Eddie Griffith skit about the liquid blunt, the Vivo Couquet?
Yeah.
I got that sitting here in the box waiting for New Year's, bro.
I'll see what we're doing New Year's Eve.
We should record that night.
18.
Oh, I gotta hold Duck's feet to the fire. While y'all think this is your last chance to stall, Duck, when are you gonna volunteer to host the guys' night at your house? You the only bachelor in the crew anymore. I'll get G. G can ride here. I'll ride to your house. I'll scoop Uncle Mule. Like, that's spades right there. That's four of us. Like, what's up?
I'm down for that. Literally, whenever. I will say, like.
But you got to offer. We can't just invite ourselves to this shit.
Hold me up. Hear me up. Landis asked about doing a guys' night while he was in town, right? He asked that a couple weeks ago.
And I asked in the chat, and nobody responded.
I just want to get a job again so I can host properly. I understand.
Nah. Everybody bring a dish and a drink, and we chill. You ain't got to do none of that.
I understand, but when I was hosting them before, I made sure shit was provided.
You got a fire pit?
Yeah.
You got a grill?
Yeah.
You got a roof?
Yeah.
And you got space in the living room, dining room?
I understand, but you remember when I was hosting them back in the day when we were doing them regularly, I
don't care.
And I still want to be able to do that.
I don't care.
It's a pride thing for me. That's all it is.
But
it's
you being
probably
selfish.
Petty. That's probably petty, or okay, selfish, but it's a pride thing.
Was that a pick six?
Hold on, I got a question. You said when did Albert win his Nobel?
1921.
Maybe 100 years before that.
Mike actually informed my answer. If I tell y'all, I'll tell y'all after, but once I say it. But
you said 1941?
21.
No.
21.
21.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. Let me double check. Hold on.
1921.
Albert Einstein received a Nobel Prize in physics. And where's the year at? Wait, where did I find the year?
But yeah, I
Yeah,
think
there it is.
19
Nobel Prize, 1921, 1921. Yeah.
All right, so maybe 100 years before that isn't off too far. Let's go with 1843.
Wow.
Final answer. Lock it in.
Lock it in. 1843.
All right,
Okay.
Duck. Come on.
So, and now I'm rethinking again because of G's answer. But Mike, when you said 1921, I was originally thinking it was between like late 1800s and 1917. Like I was locked in. I'm not locked in on 1917, but that was a year in my head. And when you said 1921, I was like, yo, there's no way they established it 4 years before he won it. Possible. Like I that's one of those prizes that I feel like they might have done because Albert Einstein existed. But we know that it's named after a Nobel. It would have been the Einstein Award otherwise. You know what I mean? So,
Alfred Nobel.
and then I jumped ahead 100 years to 1817, and I was like, that seems like too far. Like, was it really established for a full 100 years before Einstein won it?
I'm liking the thinking. Okay.
And then I was thinking, okay, jump back a little bit. I was between 1837 and 1847, and G just went right in the middle of that shit. So now
Hey, all I'm gonna say is this. Whoever gets this answer right wins tonight's game. That's all I'm saying. Because y'all are separated by 1 point. The bonus is worth more than just 1 point. So whoever gets it right wins tonight's game. That's all I'm saying. So let's go, Duck. We're waiting on you for the final answer, man.
I'm taking 1837. Final answer, lock it in.
And I said 43.
I want to congratulate tonight's winner on a hard-fought battle. These guys went back and forth. One guy got one right and got another one right. Then the other guy came back and got one right. And the other guy came back and got one right. And then the guy came back and got one right. But tonight's winner is going to be my man G.
Let's go!
Wow. Oh, I should have rocked with
1895.
God.
1895 was when the Nobel Prize was established, man. Salute to all of our contestants.
I wanted to say 1890 something, but I was like, I felt like that was too old.
You guys are absolutely phenomenal, man. Yo, you know what we should do, man? We should record. If we ever do a guys' night at Duck's house, we should all be in the living room at his place, connected to the router. I'll bring a HDMI cable or a Ethernet cable. I got multiple cameras where we could do different angles. One microphone.
I got an Ethernet cable connected straight from the router to the switch.
Yeah, we should do that. And one person who is willing to be the host doesn't get to do it, but we should do a big puzzle like this at the end of the night. I just think it'll be a lot of fun. We can do a full stream, an 8-hour stream of games and prizes and just shit like that. Let people see how we get down when we get down. But Duck, listen to me, man. And I mean this with all sincerity. Mm-hmm. You got to give us a date. I'll make other people come. I'll talk to Uncle Ruckus, Uncle Ramon. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. They ain't gonna want to drive all the way. I know you said you'll pick up Uncle Mule, but they ain't gonna want to drive all the way out here.
It don't matter if they want to drive. I'm gonna tell them, guys, I didn't ask for anything for my 40th birthday. This is what I want us to do. And I am extremely disappointed that Landis and Ears were here and we didn't do anything together. I am pissed about that. That's a separate issue. I haven't said anything in the group chat because I asked the question, nobody fucking responded, and I said, all right, well then fuck y'all then. And I let it go. I never said anything else. But I am pissed that we were that close to each other. Everybody was within an hour of each other and we didn't do anything. I'm infuriated. It's not about me and my birthday or Thanksgiving and none of that shit. It's the fact that we were all this close. Next time we're going to be that close to each other is going to be Grandma's funeral. It pisses me off to say that. I hate that that's what I'm saying, but I sincerely feel that way. And we should have taken advantage of it. We should have done something together one of those days. I went to Grandma's on Saturday on her birthday. I'm not going to say nobody was there. I did see Uncle Mule, Sean Sace, who came up from Virginia. Like
Sace-
people came.
Sace gained weight.
Nah, he's a fat fuck now.
I video called while y'all were there.
Yeah, no, Sace is fat now. And you should have seen, you should have seen Sace looking up at my son. I used to babysit you. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
When I saw him, I'll tell you what I thought of. You know the when you see a squirrel with like acorns in the cheeks? Like
Yes.
That's the thought that popped in my head when I saw him on the video.
For real?
At first I was like, I called to say, me and Nova say happy birthday to grandma. Then my mom started calling around and showing me to everybody. And I wanted to say, yo, I didn't call for this. Like, hey, but when she put the phone on Sace, I was like, this was worth it.
This was worth it.
He got a little gut G, like everything, bro. He got weight in his face. Bro. Sace got a little chunky, man. That's my man though. That's my man. And it was good to see him. His sisters, I saw my Aunt Elle. Aunt Elle got the new Range Rover, the one that start with a V, Velsar or some shit like that. You know me. I went outside and took that shit for a spin. Like I ain't even give a fuck. Where the keys at? By the way, more technology in my little Hyundai than her 2024 Range Rover. I just want to put that out there. She got seat warmers. She don't have seat coolers. Like, and that aunt don't cheap out on shit.
Yeah, no.
When she go to get something, she get that one.
That's
what I'm saying.
Thing I will say I've always liked about when that particular aunt comes around with a new car. It's like it's the shit. When she got that little convertible, however many years ago, I was
that Volvo convertible.
And I felt like that wasn't too long. Like she had the Durango for a while, but she got that Durango. Like I feel like right after they started putting that model on the market, like
right.
She had that Durango. I was like, yo. Let
me tell you, before the Durango, and then we'll wrap this up. She had a station wagon that talked to you.
Wow.
You be in the middle of driving. Listen to this shit. It was so old. It was a station wagon that talked to you. You be in the middle of driving, and a message would come out through the loudspeakers in the car. Your fuel is low.
Wow. Let's see. It's interesting.
When you open the doors on the car, your door is ajar. When you close it, it will say thank you. Like, bro, this shit was like. I'm talking late 80s, early 90s. She had a vehicle doing this kind of shit. Power everything.
Did she used to have a little like minivan, like a purplish? Was that her or?
No, I think you think about my mom. My mom had that.
No. I remember your mom's minivan. Somebody had a little mini. But what I was gonna say is, I remember when she got the Durango. Like I remember that being brand new because we lived right.
Oh yeah.
We lived.
Yeah.
So when she got that, like my mom put us in the car and we went to see it, and I drove us around the block and all that, right?
Yep.
I don't remember what she had before the Durango. I remember her getting it. I clearly remember her getting the Durango brand new. I don't remember what she had before at all.
I want to say it was a station wagon. I remember station wagon, Durango, Volvo, Denali, Range Rover. Like she just keep moving up. She just keep moving up. But I'm not going to hold y'all. I got in there. I played around with it. I sat down and played with the electronics. I connected my phone to the Bluetooth. I played with the sound system and all that. And I'm not talking shit, but my Hyundai got the Range Rover beat. I'm sorry. I am sorry. But my Hyundai got the Range Rover beat. I'm sorry. It does.
Don't be sorry.
I'm sorry.
What's worse than that is knowing from rental vehicles, and my goddad was the first person I knew that ever had a Range Rover. The maintenance on those is a headache. Like once you start putting that sucker in the shop, it's always in the
well, because Ford wanted to make them feel different than the regular Fords, so they started making like parts with little tweaks on them, and it just made those parts rare. Like, no, fuck that. Just use your Ford parts for the main components, and put different technology in it, But they overcomplicated it and all that shit. Like a Range Rover is a Ford. People don't realize that shit. It's a fucking Ford.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
The number of people that I was renting to back in the day that, my Range Rover's in the shop. My Range Rover's in the shop. My Range Rover's in the, like, that was constant.
Yeah, here's your Explorer. Here's your Explorer. Now get on about your business.
Yeah,
but
and that was
it's a nice car.
That was the flip side.
Nice car.
We were giving them little sedans. Like this.
Right. I'm not shitting on it or nothing like that. But when I got in there and I wanted to turn the seat coolers or heaters on, I pressed the button and it only got hot. I'm like, wait, there's no cooling option. Me and my wife both got in there. Like we went together. We left the kids at the house with grandma and my mom, and we were like, yo, we're gonna drive around Plainsboro just to see what's up. And no, the screen. Now they got a nice size screen on the dashboard, but there's no buttons in that shit at all. And to put so you know how cars have like buttons for park, drive, neutral, and reverse. They have buttons, or they have the shift knob.
Yeah.
Here's where Range Rover fucked me up. They have a park button, but then they have a knob for neutral, reverse, and drive.
I've seen that before.
That's stupid as fuck. Don't do that. Because I got to the parking lot of where we went, and I'm pushing that shit all the way up, and we're sliding. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, it's one button for park. Like, y'all tried to be fancy, and you didn't need to do that. Like, pick one. Pick the knob that has all park, neutral, reverse, drive, sports, whatever on the knob, or give me the knob that has all the features, or give me all push buttons. Don't cross contaminate. That shit was just fucking weird. Like it didn't make any sense. What was a feature I liked in there? Yeah, nothing.
I was about to say I can't imagine going from heated and cooled seats to just one.
Right. I felt like that was an insult. I'm not gonna lie to you. And for your car to cost $27,000 more than my car, I felt like you got ripped off.
Yeah.
Yo, when I got my Honda with just the heated seats, I don't have cooled seats. I never wanted to drive my Equinox again. And the thing is, what's crazy is the Equinox has the all-wheel drive. Like that's the one I need to be driving in when it gets cold out. But I'm like, I ain't got the heated seats. Like
it was just different, man. It was different.
Yeah, your car cost that much more than hers. I mean,
no.
Vice versa.
Yeah, I'm about to say hers cost that much more than mine.
Face recognition on her. Like, as soon as I walk up 20 feet, you unlock just based off of my face.
Hey, and let me tell y'all a little secret now between the three of us. I got in her car. She told me that her husband drives the car, and he's a big guy. So I was like, all right, seating one, setting. I pressed one, and the shit went all the way through the steering wheel. I said, okay, this is clearly her setting.
Right.
I figured 2 was going to be his. I pressed that bitch. It went beep, beep. It didn't move. I said, okay, maybe he put it on 3. I pressed 3. Beep, beep. Didn't move.
They got 3 driver settings in this thing?
3 driver settings in this bitch. I put the seat how I wanted it, held down 3, and set that shit to my settings.
I was about to, that's what I was. If I see that you got 2 of them in adjusted, I'm secretly making one of them for me. And
she didn't, but the reason I did it is because she didn't even have 2 set. So it's not like I took anybody's preset.
That's what I'm saying. If I see that you only got one of them set, and there's 3 of them in there, one of them is secretly your nephew's. That's for me to know. You don't.
Does that control the steering wheel too, or just the seat? I forgot.
It's everything. It did the steering wheel. She's got the telescopic steering wheel. I'll give her that. She's got the so does my car, but she's got the telescopic steering wheel, the mirrors, and the seats. It did it all. One thing I didn't pay attention to was the rear view mirror. I don't know if it adjusted that. I haven't seen a car with seat settings that adjust the rear view mirror. So if they come out with some shit like that, that's tough.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he missed it. Oh, that was a replay. So the Bears just took a knee. They're down by 1. It's 10-9. It's 3rd and 8 with 50 seconds left in the game.
So you're
Now, I'm sorry. Now they took a knee, so it's 47 seconds left in the game. 44.
It's 18 seconds to me.
Time is running. Time is running. 4th and 9. Y'all ahead of me. Okay, here we go. We'll wrap up when they wrap up. Do y'all think the Bears are going to win?
I was about to ask y'all though, Mike. Did Unc ever tell you the story when he saw my rear view cam in the Equinox?
Nah.
No. So I don't know. I think we were leaving the bowling.
Save it for guys' night. Save it for guys' night.
What? All right.
Save it for guys' night. When you hosting? Tell me a date right now.
Well, I feel like we got to do it soon since you said for your birthday.
Well, this Saturday I'm doing something. The week of the 9th I'm doing something.
Don't make it for a Saturday. Please don't. I'd rather be a Friday night or a Sunday, and we just take off on fucking Monday for work. Like, don't make it on a Saturday, please. I got a buddy of mine that's had a surgery. I haven't been over there, and I need to check on him.
Here's the other thing too. You're saying guys' night, but I got the baby every other weekend. So do you want me to do this when I don't have her?
No, I'm okay with you. Come on, man. You know me.
I'm just asking.
I'm not bringing any of my kids, and no one else should bring any of theirs.
Right.
I'm okay with yours being there as long as you don't mind me smoking hookah. Well, I'm bringing my hookah.
Yeah, I occasionally smoke that. That'd be her fault, though. Don't let me tell her.
Now it is your house, and it's every other weekend. Like we can easily plan that shit for a weekend that's just not hers. And if y'all give me this weekend coming up, I don't mind missing my guy the upcoming weekend. So as long as I get there, he's had it. Like I said, he had a surgery 2 weeks ago, and I haven't been to see him, and I feel like it's fucked up. I see him every Saturday. Well, so I'm holding you to the record right now, Duck. I want you to pick a Saturday. You know what? Fuck it. Make it a Saturday without the baby. I want you to get plastered so you can just fall asleep drunk on the couch. Let's do it. Pick a Saturday right now. Look at your calendar.
That's the opposite of what I do, though, right?
I don't care.
I drink more when I have her. I know she's safe.
I'm bringing alcohol. You're gonna get fucked up.
If it's a Saturday in December, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. Maybe the 30th, but everything else is pretty.
What day is Christmas on?
Christmas is a Monday, and I'm off that Tuesday.
So let's do the Saturday before Christmas, the 23rd, 22nd, 23rd.
It depends if Linda's family is having their they have a Christmas party every year. So
let them have it, and you come with us.
I was thinking about that. We'll talk.
Where's she at? Go get her, Linda.
She's probably asleep, dog.
I'm about to say, but that is my weekend with Nova anyway. I was actually looking at the weekend before that, 15th, 16th.
G got something to do that weekend?
The 16th, no, but that's my birthday week. I really don't have anything planned for my birthday.
That's perfect, G. Yo, I'll get a stripper. I'll get a stripper to come to the house.
You know the speaker is right. I don't have.
Linda couldn't hear me yell her name. Is your mother-in-law right next to you?
No, she went in the bathroom, but she probably still here. We could probably plan. I don't have anything planned for my birthday.
Come on, the Saturday of your birthday. Come on, G, please.
Well,
I'll bring the Monopoly with the felt and the gold pieces, the ivory. Like, come on, bro.
Oh, the wooden board.
Yeah, I'll bring my $400 Monopoly board.
I mean, we could do Saturday because
it's
my
really
birthday is
$200, but
Sunday.
I just be fronting. Huh?
My birthday is actually Sunday. We can do Saturday.
That's what I'm saying. Duck.
I'm with it. The 16th. I'm with it. Saturday, December 16th. I'm with it.
G, will you make it if we do this?
And it's going to be ball games.
On my calendar now. This Saturday, we're supposed to be going to the Winter Wonderland thing. The weekend after is that. Yeah, I don't think I have anything. Let me confirm with wifey, and I'll
call her. Call her. Come on. Call her, G.
Confirmation permission thing that y'all got going on right now is hilarious to me.
Go wake up mommy. Go wake her up. Say answer your phone.
I have been wanting to play spades like crazy though. I will say.
Come on, bro. You and me both.
Crazy. It's been since that nigga slapped me. I haven't played spades.
Are you serious?
I am 100. Yo, Nova was like 4 months old.
Hey, so G's birthday is the 17th of December. I want to know if I have permission to go to a guy's night at Duck's house on the 16th, Saturday the 16th, December 16th.
I don't know what we're doing.
I looked at the calendar. We have nothing on the calendar that day.
Well, then I guess so.
All right, so I'm in the clear. I'll bring Derek with me if you want. I'm cool with my son. He's taller than everybody in the family, so he can hang out with us. He ain't got to be 16, but he can hang out with us. You know what I'm saying?
No.
What you mean? No, it's time for him to learn to play spades. But either way, you cool with the 16. We'll argue about that other shit later.
Past time for him to learn to play.
All right, I got the clear. All right, thank you, baby. Love you. Bye.
Wifey said we have anything, but she'll confirm. So I'll let you know by tomorrow when she's waking up. She's not waking up fully to check her phone. I ain't. So I'll let y'all know by tomorrow.
December 16th. We're gonna be doing a show on that night. We're gonna be showing y'all how we play spades. We're gonna be talking shit.
Now it does make me feel bad about not doing anything with JP.
Oh no, y'all should have felt bad. Don't get me started.
In general, In general, I did. Because I was like, yo, I would love to capitalize on that, but I can't. I couldn't justify a night where I'm not making money. You know what I mean? If I don't have the baby, like
and drunk uncle was in town. Like not for nothing, I even miss him.
I heard that he was in town. Yeah, I heard he was in town.
Mm-hmm.
So
y'all really. I'm saying y'all because no one responded. So including you.
The last
y'all really bothered me with not responding to my text.
No, when Josh hit the group, I was like, "Yo, I'm down." Me and you responded. Nobody else did. And then he asked about grandmoms, and I was like, "Look, I'm gonna be at my parents."
Wait, let's specify. He asked about grandmas on Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving,
so Duck will tell you this, and this is you might not actually know this. When I'm not attending something, I don't say it because that's when we noticed a lot of other people said, "Oh, well, I'm not going. I'm not going." I've been doing this for years.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
So when I'm not doing something, I don't say shit because I don't want other people to cancel because I'm not going. Duck can attest to that as being my reason for not saying anything at all. So when y'all see me just be silent, y'all two should know that's why Mike's not saying anything. I prefer y'all to get together even if I'm not there.
Just so you know, that was at least in this instance. That's not always my train of thought. Like sometimes I'll say I can't do it. That was why I didn't respond to Landis because I was like I can't. Like I just couldn't. In my head, there was no way that was going to be possible. So
yeah,
and I did think about volunteering my spot. I did think specifically for this past Saturday, but I know they said they were leaving Saturday. But I thought about volunteering my spot and be like, yo,
should have done it on a fucking Friday then, bro. Like that shit would have been dope. Nobody had nothing to do the following Saturday.
The only problem with that,
and honestly, it went quick
because of the holiday. I didn't pick up Nova till Friday as opposed to Saturday. So like I had to leave.
Watch this. I'm setting shit in place on the air. Watch this. Y'all gonna get tired of me right now. Y'all gonna get tired of me right now.
I'm trying to figure out if this Unc keeps calling or so. It's got to be Unc. Uncle Mule.
If he don't answer, I'm gonna smack the shit out of him.
I was about to say we both know he's not going to answer when it's you ask him to go somewhere.
I'm talking about answer the phone. Like this supposed to be my no, this is my shooter.
What am I doing?
Now I'm curious if I call him right now.
Yo. That wasn't him that I called though. That was somebody else.
All right. Well, I just logged the guy's night into my phone for the 16th.
Oh,
I know we didn't say a time, but
that was your brother you called.
Yeah.
Sorry to call you so late. December 16th. Do you have any plans? It's a Saturday.
December 16th?
Yep.
Not that I know of.
Okay. Lock it in your phone. I'll come pick you up if you want me to. We're gonna do a guys' night at Duck's house. I'll explain later, but I'm pissed off at all of y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everybody in our group chat, I'm pissed off at y'all. Josh, JP were here. Even Uncle Drunk Man was here, and we didn't get together one day. I was bothered by that, but we'll argue about that later. We'll discuss it later. But I want to get you on the books for December 16th. We're gonna go to Duck's house. I'll drive. I'll be the designated driver. Guys' night. We talking spades, cornhole, grill going, fire pit, everything.
Sounds good to me.
All right, I'm about to call your other bro.
But yeah, some of us work late.
On a Saturday?
No, I'm talking about you talking about when Josh and them was here.
I'm just saying that we could have picked a day. Like nobody said anything. I asked, hey, when we getting together, and the crickets. Nobody said shit. And that was the week of my birthday too. Like
I was talking about getting together Wednesday, but
I knew I wasn't going to be available on a Thursday, but nobody even suggested anything else, and that's what bothered me.
my thing was
was because even Gizmo asked me, was I coming to Mom's on Wednesday? I'm like, I got to work.
Right. No, I wasn't. Yeah, people got to put in that work, especially if you got the Thursday off. So I wasn't even expecting anything then. But I didn't like the lack of responses, is what I'm saying.
No.
That's what bothered me. Like, we had so many people so close.
Because I knew they was talking about if they couldn't go to Mom's on Thursday and they was out of town, they went back home when, like Friday or something?
I thought they left Saturday.
I thought it might have been Friday.
Where'd they even stay at?
I have no idea where they stayed because when I went to Grandma's on Saturday morning, they weren't there.
Yeah, I thought they were leaving early. That's why I thought they came in early because they had to leave early.
Right.
That's why they was going to Mom's on Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, Wednesday was the picture day. That's right. I didn't even make the picture day. Like I couldn't make the picture day. I was booked that whole day. Yep. But you good for the 16th?
I'm good for the 16th.
I'm about to call your brother. I know he's not going to answer. He probably sleep, but I'm going to call him anyway and leave him a voicemail.
Definitely sleep.
Oh, well, then you know what? I'll wait till tomorrow. I'm going to get him in person.
Yeah, they left Saturday. I just confirmed them.
All right.
Yeah, because when Quick said that nobody mentioned anything, because if anything, I would have slid home, dropped my wife off, fed the dog, and I would have met everybody up at Grandma's house. Because I've done that before. No, that was Christmas. That was Christmas.
All right. We on the books, fellas.
December 16th. All right, I'm going to lock that in.
Yep, I already locked it in.
I'm about
like
to try
I said,
to
I'm
order.
going to confirm for sure. I don't believe we have anything, but I'm going to talk to the missus tomorrow to make sure.
I'm about to go online right now. Have y'all? What?
Well, if you're trying to do cornhole stuff, I would say probably like early afternoon. Like,
You got floodlights in your yard or anything or no?
Yeah, I got the big old ring floodlight. Yeah.
So then, what the fuck? We good. We'll figure out the time and shit later.
Oh no, I was asking for my purpose. I'm gonna go out and dash during the day until y'all get.
Right. I'll take care of you. Listen to me. Don't worry about that for now. What I want us to do is go and have a good time. Right. So if we can do an afternoon to late night type thing, let's make this a 9, 10 hour, 12-hour thing. I prefer that. Let's get there early. Let's do everything we want to do. Watch some boxing. Watch some UFC. Put that on in the background.
That's bowl game season. It's going to be football games.
Come on.
All the way to the end of the night.
That's right. Important games going on by then. Saturday they might be even NFL on that day by then. You know, like
it might
I
be
think there is
NFL
games on that Saturday.
But it's gonna be that's a good day to do it. And I would be down for the Christmas weekend, but like I said, I got the baby that weekend, so I know you just said didn't want to. Not that you don't want her, but
no. It's not that I don't want her. I
get it. It's just I let her do her thing when she's here. Like, and matter of fact, I'll say this before we close out. I knew this was coming, but it's probably like the first time that I was really hurt having to drop her off.
There is no NFL game that day. I just checked. I'm looking at it now. There's no
it's going to be bowl game. It's going to be bowl games. That's bowl season.
Yep.
It's going to be bowl games. This is probably like the first time, at least in a while, that I was hurt having to drop her off. It wasn't because anything in particular happened, just the conversation me and Nova were having. And I think in part it was because of the shortened week, because it was her mom's Thanksgiving. So I picked her up Friday instead of Thursday. And so I picked her up Friday evening. We only had the 3 nights together instead of the 4. So I'm going to drop her up, and I'm putting her in the seat. Like, she's fighting me hard. She's fought me before about putting her in the car seat before she's ready to get in there. Never like this. Never like I'm using like different wrestling tricks, hitting your body in certain spots where I know it's gonna you bend into the sit position, and like I'm doing that sort of stuff just to get her to sit down in the seat. And then I had to force her into it, which it's been a few months since I've had to force her into all the straps and everything. And so I was like, yo, you don't want to see mommy? No. Well, what about Gigi? No. What about Pop? No. Like, she literally, like, adamantly.
She knew her time was being cut short.
Screaming no. And I was like, you want to stay with daddy? Yes. Forever? Yes. Like, I shouldn't have added the forever. Like, But like it was real, like, yo, it hurt my heart. It really hurt my heart that, like, because it's bad enough to, like, yo, I got to get my baby back, but she's not even old enough yet to where I can call her every day. Like, I can't wait. So, like, I was always that in my ideal mind. My kid's not getting a phone till, like, I'm not going to be one of those people that my kids got a device of their own when they're dumb young. But my baby, honestly, I might get her a phone by the time she's like 4 or 5. As long as I know she can operate it, like, yo, call daddy every day. At least once a day, daddy's gonna call you. Like, we're gonna get on a phone call. Like,
yeah,
word.
It's rough. It's rough.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap
All
it
right,
up.
fellas. Good show, man.
Before I go to bed.
Y'all were A+ tonight, man. Round of applause for y'all. We're gonna get up out of here. We thank y'all for watching this, man. We hope y'all enjoyed the show. For those of you who didn't, fuck you. We don't care. But we gonna see y'all soon. Y'all be safe out there. And yeah, that's it. Peace.